Is your live feed just you posing with cucumbers?
Sign me up. Who?
They're smaller, but yeah, something like that.
Hello,
Well,
adventurers, and welcome to Heathens and Heroes Episode 7. I am your host, Connor Coates, aka Craig Theron, and thank you for joining us on this journey that is Heathens and Heroes, a podcast where a group of friends get together and play Dungeons and Dragons as well as they know how to, which isn't much. Aside from our wonderful Dungeon Master, Matt, of course. Ramus.
Hey, guys.
Nandor. Erengard. And myself, Craigor, attempt to escape the prison inside the Underdark, and the journey has not been an easy one. Will our heroes escape with their lives, or will the heathens of the Underdark devour their souls? I now pass it to our Dungeon Master Matt to begin the next chapter of Heathens and Heroes.
Alright, last time in the Underdark, our group had found themselves at a stream to get a little bit of water, re-up, where they heard a voice. They followed this voice till they met a figure outside of a floating temple amidst a cavern. This figure turned out to be a cleric named Arcados, who had come here searching for the voice as well. Together, they pushed through with some minor difficulties along the way, a few series of doors, marble slab doors that led deeper into this temple, where they found it was the resting place of a sorceress named Brisis of Khaem. They then found a fake sarcophagus, along with some organs. They also found a few servant sarcophagus with specters. And after some intense battling and very epic moments, they at least made their way past 3, down into the very base, where they discovered the wraith of Brisis herself. She pursued Nandor and the rest of them, where they fought a very tight squeeze battle in the stairwell that was leading back up to the main chamber. After some close calls, Nandor found himself at the bottom, and while trying to desecrate her tomb, accidentally found her treasure chest that was invisible, and all of the goodies within. Once looting those goodies, though, Brisis found out and pursued him down into the base, with Craigor following soon behind. Nandor managed to escape, being pulled by Arcados, also realizing that a hilt in among the goodies was, in fact, the voice that has been calling out to them. So, on their way out, Craigor, trying to finish off the wraith as he did a specter, was knocked unconscious. And in fact, he made a death save, or a constitution save, that kept him alive. Otherwise, he would be the end for Craigor. But luckily, he's not. We get more. So, with it dying, thanks to a very angry Ramus at seeing Craigor's unconscious body.
His son.
Mm-hmm.
Craigor the Clutch, by the way.
total clutch. They all picked up their wounded, their pained, and escaped, pushing through the marble doors, and we find them now here, coming out into the very same room or bridge that they entered. Everyone there greeting them, and Craigor, you are still unconscious at this point, as we have yet to get a long rest, but we're leading into one. But the rest of you deposit out to everybody kind of looking around, and Eldith, walking forward with your flame on mount, going, "What happened? Are you all right?"
A lot happened.
I can tell.
And then, so I don't know if I could, can I activate Dawnbringer or no?
You haven't attuned yet. This is
Okay.
right after escaping the thing and everything yet.
Okay.
More important question, are we currently out of the mist?
With the heavy marble doors closing behind you, you are.
All right, then I will cast Cure Wounds on Gregor.
Okay. All right.
Quick question.
Yes.
Can I still teleport?
I think it was for up to a minute, so it probably would have been past a minute by the time you get
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
You could have gotten past at least like, that first set of heavy doors and been like, nope, fuck this. But by the time you get to the top, it probably would have passed.
Damn it.
All right. Gregor, you get 8 healing back to you. And is that with your Disciple of Life bonus, Arcados?
That is.
Excellent.
Okay. Can I?
Feels good.
Can I give these guys? How much is it? Like 400 gold each without them noticing?
Which guys?
Your
Party
Arcados.
members?
Yes. Arcados, Gregor, and Ramos.
So as Arcados is, kind of oomping some golden light into Gregor's chest, and Ramos, you're like a father over him, being like, "Is he okay? Is he good?" I would like you to make me a sleight of hand, Nandor.
Okay. Oh shit.
Come back to me, boy.
Dad?
Sleight of hand.
And I don't think that passes anybody's passive perception. So you are Arcados. You feel a faint, like brush past your leg as Nandor comes walking around, or your waist area, but it doesn't feel like anything was pulled on or tugged on. So you just kind of feel him get a little close for a second, but that's about it. As each of y'all can add 400, you said?
Yeah.
400 gold to your inventory backpacks. What did I do with that card? And Gregor,
401.
you kind of slowly sit up, and you have your party members with the others, Ront and Darendil and Eldith, kind of a few feet off, looking on. Everyone kind of looking down at you as you slowly regain conscious.
You alive?
Oh,
Ugh.
gosh, what happened, guys? Oh, last thing I remember,
Boy.
I was being quite a badass. I took out a couple specters. I mean, it was pretty cool. What happened?
Didn't see it. Didn't happen.
I avenged
Oh,
you,
it's
son.
me?
You went down, and I killed the Wraith as she was trying to get you.
I look
I
over
appreciate
at Nandor and
Hey,
go, I don't think you saw much of anything.
At the end, no, I didn't. I was a bit confused. Everything went dark. Everything went super bright. I couldn't see anything. I don't know what happened.
And
But-
Ramus, I respect you a lot, but you're not my father. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that has to hurt.
After all that,
Still my boy.
I will
But
in
lean
a
over
bro
to
way.
Ramos.
In a bro, we're bros.
way.
We're bros.
We're bros. My boy. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
I'm purple.
He's more purple, yes.
You're my boy, Purple. You're my boy.
I actually like that nickname. That's fine.
There you go. Mhm. So, you all kind of stand up, look back at the temple. What would you like to do?
Take a long rest. I'm gonna.
Take a long rest, yeah.
Yes.
Would you like to do so here or retreating back a bit?
Retreating back a bit.
Okay.
Back with everybody.
This is a more defensible position than
It is.
most would be.
It is. There's nothing inside there anymore. If anyone comes towards us, then we'll fight them. But for the most part, we should be fine here. But, that's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm the idiot.
I mean, you said it, not us.
And no one disagreed. Moving on.
I slap Nandor on the back and I go, well, at least you're not hitting us anymore.
Yeah.
I had to say, the idiot's right. We need to rest.
Oh boy.
I second that.
All right, all right. So then y'all kind of take up as much of a defensible position as you can where you are, each of you going down to relax. And you each, one by one, who's taking first watch?
Eldith. The ones that weren't in there.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Very
sure.
well. And they definitely are more than happy to right now. So while this goes on, I am going to do.
Before we go to sleep, too, can I just tell Ron, like, if
Mhm.
if Nandor tells you to run away, don't do it, Ron, please.
That wasn't me. The fuck?
You told Nandor to
Listen
run.
here, Listen here, you purple-headed fuck.
Never mind. Never mind. Ramus, I'm sorry. Tell Ramus. Don't listen to Ramus. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You're right. I totally forgot. I'm the idiot now.
Ron kind of looks over and he's just like, I wasn't running away. I was just told I could leave.
It was
I didn't have
tactical
to stay
retreat.
there.
Fair enough.
So each of you get as comfortable as possible. And as you do, you can see that Arcados kind of goes off to the side and pulls out this nice bedroll that he's got. And each of you kind of have this moment where you longingly look at it as you've had to sleep on rock and whatever you could find. And
I jump on, slam on.
all right, all right. It's a nice little toasty spot to rest on. A little bad for the back, but
Nah, I'm not sleeping on my back. I'm sleeping like this, like stomach forward, arms spread, legs spread, just like yeah.
over time, still probably not good for the back.
I go up to Ront and I give him a high five, and we just go back to back and sleep.
I will also share my water skin and rations around the group.
Okay, okay. The water skin is a little bit to sate you, but there are also a few waterfalls that come close to the bridge. So even whenever you run out, you can go over to one and catch a little bit of water and hope you don't, just accidentally let go of the water skin, but manage to do so you can refill while you're there too and make sure everybody gets plenty. And there's definitely a appreciation from Ront, Eldith, and Darendil as well. And that's what I was like.
I'm surprised Gregor's not with Prince in his arms.
No,
They're going through a rough patch.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird thing lately, so I'm just gonna keep our distance. It's been getting really weird, is what I'm trying to say.
So each of you, one by one, fall asleep in whatever comfortable position you can manage. And you don't know how things go because you're asleep. You don't know what happens during their watch. But at the end of it, you are all slowly woken up by Ront, who's kind of coming through and with a foot just kind of being like, all right, come on, time to go. And Gregor, as you wake up, your feet are a little warm, and you can see that Darendil has fallen asleep at your feet, just kind of curled up, and
He's like a puppy.
and he kind of gets a slightly, rough, but not like mean rough, but orc rough, just kind of kick up as well, and he's like, and kind of nods and not even really noticing, kind of gets up and goes poking to Eldith for some more of the ripple bark that she has. And each of you slowly rise, and as you do, Nandor, you also hear, we're all still here, yes?
Yes, we are. We're alive and well. Still in the dark. Gotta get out. But yeah, we're good. Oh,
I agree.
Wait, we all have our health back, right?
You do. You have all taken a long rest, so you can hit the long rest on your character sheet by your health. That should restore all of your hit points, spell slots, everything that gets recharged. And at this point, Nandor, you, from this point on, if you spend an hour, you will be attuned to the weapon.
I do that.
So it'll just take an hour, not too long, but as you
Hold
go,
on, everyone. We can't move yet. Nando's got to play with the sword.
he can do it walking. You know, he just basically doesn't have to be engaged in doing something else during the time. So
I'm just
So I give
riding.
him a nudge and go, if you play with that for too long, you'll go blind. Just keep walking.
All right.
The max HP reduction that we got from the specters and wraiths, does that go away? with
that
long
is
rest?
gone. That is gone. Yes, sir. So you should be good all the way around.
So I'm just writing flame on if we're going anywhere.
Okay. And as you begin to ride, you once again hear in your head, Nandor. So, now that we're here and I am no longer in that accursed darkness, who are you?
Well, Don, I am Nandor Relendor.
And what are you? Where are we going?
We are trying to get out of the Underdark. We're probably going to go to Eldeth's family just to, get back on our feet and then set off from there.
What is an Eldith?
Eldeth is a dwarf.
Ah. Well, it will be nice to feel the rays of the sun on me once more. I am tired of this darkness.
I too.
Yep, 100%.
Then I look forward to it, indeed. Soon, I look forward to showing you what I can do in this battle against all this evil that stands in our way.
All right.
We're battling evil? I mean, is that like our mission?
I will say that right now only Nandor hears her, so.
Oh.
Interesting.
Although you
I'm
might
just
be
battling
hearing his,
nonsense.
yeah, you might be hearing, Nandor's half of the conversation at least. As he starts talking.
Do I have to make it verbally or can I do it in thought?
I imagine your first sentence was verbally just as habit, but
Yeah.
Trying on the second one, you can communicate telepathically with her as well.
Okay, I'll just do that
So-
then.
Are you okay, Nandor?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
You
I mean,
keep kind of nodding and talking to yourself.
yeah, it's kind of scary, actually.
Don, can you say hi to them?
You
That's
all then, including Raunt, Darendel, and Eldith, here. Hello, everybody.
What the hell? What was that?
I am apparently known as Dawn, if that is what you will call me.
Yes.
Uh,
That is.
Stranger danger?
Hello, Dawn.
Oh my gosh, has an hour passed by chance?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
But you'll
Getting close.
start or continue walking, and as you begin to walk, what is your marching order?
Well, since I'm not really, focused on anything else, I would rather be like in the middle, like away from the
Okay.
front and the back. That way, like I'm literally just kind of out of it, like just
Okay.
attuning to this.
Okay. And the rest of y'all, where would you like to be?
I'll be in the back.
I'll be in the front. Wait, no, Nandor's in the front, right?
Nandor's in the middle.
Nandor's in the
I just haven't moved the rest yet.
I'll say the front just because of my It's my seeing eyes.
Okay.
Hi.
Arcados?
I'll stay in the front with him, but before we set off, I'm going to go to Ramos and I pull a small vial of red liquid out of my belt and I hand it to him. I say, "This is a potion of healing. If something was to happen to me and I fall in battle, you can use this to rouse me or one of your other allies."
I accept. And I will.
Matt,
Thank you.
by the way, were we supposed to hit the long rest button?
Yes.
Yes, sir. And I have passed that potion to your inventory, Nandor, and gotten rid of the one in yours, Arcados.
Wait, what?
To
Not
Ramos.
To my
Yes. Thank you.
I was like,
I
wait.
did the correct people. I was
Not Nander.
looking
Not
at the wrong
Nander.
people.
Andrew has to reach in his bag, go through all the gold, and be like, "Hold on, I gotta get this potion out, guys. Hold on."
Did I not give these assholes
Probably
gold?
break
Hold on.
in-
You did it
Well,
stealthily.
you
they
did
don't
it,
know.
but we don't know that. Exactly.
Okay, I thought I didn't beat their passive perception though.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Arcados noticed you kind of going by his belt and like where his pack is, but he didn't, feel anything untoward. So
Oh, they're gonna be surprised whenever they fucking find out.
yeah. So and at this moment, actually, Ramos, as you take it and you go to open your bag to put it in, you kind of notice that there's a lot more gold than the one coin.
I had this one coin since the beginning. What is all this?
It multiplied.
Go back to the sorcerer. I need to go back to her real quick.
It was that
Do
mist,
it,
man,
do
because
it.
all of a sudden it made coins in your purse.
It's a sad.
Do you tell everyone about the gold or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna brag a little bit. Look at the gold I got.
You are a wealthy man indeed.
Everyone, check your bags. Maybe it happened to you as well.
Oh my god!
Ron, Ron and Eldif kind of check them because they don't have bags, and they're like, "How come I didn't get any?" Yeah, no, I think it's because we didn't go in there. I think that weird place just did stuff. Good on y'all, but I'm not gonna get no curses from it.
Oh boy.
I flip her one coin and be like, all right, keep a secret.
In between the cleavage, only
Oh my
holding the spot she has right now. Because her pants don't come with pockets. I mean, what women's pants do?
That's true. And they're really happy when they do have pockets.
That's why they always steal guys' clothes. So, you
Yeah.
all continue. Either Kregor and Arcados, since y'all are up front, one of you can make a survival with advantage, or you both can roll a survival as you are leading the pack currently.
You can roll with advantage.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, you feel pretty good about it. The way back is easy, and it also takes you along that one underground stream that you had seen before and first heard the voice, which gives you all a nice time to at least drink a bit of water at the start of the day, make sure you're hydrated and everything. And so you start your push, continuing on. About this point, Nandor, you do attune
Yes.
to your blade, and as you do, you hear her say, "I may have a strange request, Nandor, Braylendor."
Okay. I say this in my head. What's up?
Mm-hmm. It's being trapped within that space in the dark. I really do not care for it, and I do like the light that is coming from your companion below. I can feel the warmth, but If ever you separate, if ever we are in the dark, make sure my brilliance shines. I do not want to be in the dark anymore.
Okay. I will definitely do that because I feel for that because she was stuck in darkness for ever.
The
Since
most Han Solo thing you could say.
Thank
I love you. I know.
you, Nandor of Braelentor.
Nandor's fine.
Very well. And
Now, when she was having that conversation with him, did we hear that too, or is she just talking to him at that point? Okay.
just directly to him at the moment. So, all right. You all then begin to make your way through, pushing through, and you follow the pathways back, getting to that 1T intersection that you had first arrived in a little while before, and going the other way. And you pass along these passages that have the familiar ups, downs, the little bit of narrowing and kind of squeezing between areas. Occasionally, Nandor, you have to get off of Flamon to go under the low rises that form in the caverns.
Okay.
Are y'all going at a fast, normal, or slow pace through the caverns, by the way?
I want to say normal.
Yeah, I'd say normal.
Okay. And as you go, I would also like one of you in the lead to roll me perception with advantage, or each on your own. As you are, you feel like you are keeping track away from getting lost, and at least towards somewhere. But it is at least not backtracking or getting y'all confused in the space. So while y'all travel, this is just for keeping an eye out as you do. So whoever would like to.
Go ahead, Arcanos.
So you have advantage,
Okay.
Arcados, on your perception.
Oh yeah.
Solid.
You can see for miles.
I perceive.
Everything. So, you all travel forward, and as you do so, Arcados, you kind of keeping an eye ahead, you begin to see after about, I don't know, 4-5 hours of travel, of just kind of winding caverns and different little gaps that are created naturally. You begin to see up ahead that the cavern itself begins to widen out, and you can see the opening from your tunnel going outward into a larger cavern space. And with that perception roll, you can also see in the distance, possibly across whatever cavern space this is, you see the faintest bit of movement of like that dark on dark shadows colliding across each other. So you know that something, probably about 150 to 200 feet ahead of y'all, there is something.
So I will
Cavern.
reach over and put a hand on Gregor's chest to stop him and stop as well, and mention this to the group. There seems to be something ahead, possibly 150, 200 feet from here. I saw movement in the shadows. Looks like a large cavern.
Maybe I should get ahead and sneak around and see what I can find out.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
If that is your way.
Well, I just want to make sure everybody's safe. I want to know what we're dealing with.
Then roll
Use
me
your
a stealth.
lights. Or stealth.
Oh boy.
All right. So you go forward, and you kind of stay low, and kind of bobbing your head a little bit. You still got a little soul in you, and you're kind of pulling a little bit of a crunk. You survived some shit recently, so you're feeling good. You've killed specters, man. You've killed undead. It don't matter what's ahead.
And I have a cool helmet.
Hey,
And you have a cool helmet. So you go forward and you get to where this opening is at and kind of peek in, and you can see that on where you're at, the cavern floor continues for about 15 more feet before there's a drop off. And before you, there's about 100-foot gorge that is this just natural canyon that is made here in the Underdark. And far across that gorge, roll me a perception. So you can see movement, but you can't tell who or what it is. But across this gorge on the other side, you can see there are about 5 or 6 figures that are kind of spread out between about 50 feet who look like they're kind of searching the other side. And they're starting to gather towards the center where you can see the cavern tunnel continues down some deeper area of the Underdark across this gorge. They don't seem to have noticed you on this side as they're looking for something else, but you can't tell who or what is over there.
Well, I'm going to go back and tell the guys what I found, or what I can perceive. Which isn't much.
Alright. You easily make your way back.
So, yeah, guys, there's a big cavern in the middle of this area over there. And across the way, I'm pretty sure I saw some people gathering. Looks like they're searching for something. And they're kind of coming this way, so we should probably be careful.
could it be a search party for us?
Yes, it very well could be. It could also be a pack of fire beetles. I just don't know. I could not see anything.
Well, they didn't glow, you know that much.
I mean, different fire beetles. Fire beetles that don't...
Beetles.
You know what I mean. Beetles. Beetles.
Regular beetles. Yes. Heard of that before, yes.
I didn't perceive it, okay?
Maybe we should have got someone else. Looks at Arcados.
Arcados comes on this journey one time and he perceives everything. He's the great perceiver.
Didn't mean it like that, my boy. It's okay. Still my brother.
I think
sorry.
what he was trying to say was that I am the one that they would not be looking for. So if they were to see me, I would not be the person that they're actually searching for, and therefore they wouldn't potentially attack me immediately.
Oh. Well then.
Good point.
I agree.
So I will put my shield on my arm and then head forward towards this entrance.
All right. And the rest of you, are you just kind of staying back here at the moment? Or do y'all want to try and stealthily kind of move up as much as you can towards the tunnel mouth as well?
They'll see me. They cannot. So I'll stand back.
But I want to say yes, but Nandor being on Flamon, I think he would rather go against it because he doesn't want to put his little pet in danger.
Okay. So everybody else kind of stays back as you Arcados go forward, and you enter into the same wide gorge that is here in the Underdark, and you can see on the other side kind of the silhouettes, that dark on dark of a few figures huddled almost parallel to you across the gorge, not quite. If you want, you can roll me a perception to try and make out more detail.
Okay.
So, as it is, you can definitely tell it's about... Oh, that roll was so unpleasant. He was like, nah, I'm out.
You get crushed.
Ironic. He could see others, but he couldn't see himself.
Ooh.
And we're back. Sorry about
All
that.
right, cool.
Oh, it's all right. It's all
Got
right.
dropped from the call.
my
so.
my screens
It
got all mixed up.
happens.
Hold on
It's
a second.
okay. So you're looking out, and you can see them all kind of huddled together, talking, seeming to look at each other as well, in discussion at the moment. But that's about all you can tell.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to reach into my coin pouch and pull out a coin. And I'm
Okay.
going to cast light on it. And then I'm going to huck it across the chasm.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay.
So, are you saying you're tossing a coin?
To your chasm.
I am tossing a coin to my chasm.
I hate you.
Love me.
I think there's a song about that.
Oh, there is. There is.
So you, boom, and you toss a coin into the chasm, and you can see all of the figures kind of turn. Make me just an athletics to see how close you can get to them. See if you can light them up with the light from your coin as well. Actually, what's the range on your light spell too? I don't know how.
Light spell has infinite range. It's just duration.
Well, I mean, like, how bright of a light does it make?
Oh, it's 20-foot bright light and 20-foot dim light.
Okay. Then with that, you poof, chuck it out, and it gets a high, wide arc, and kind of comes a little, shy of them, but still close enough to where you can see some features. And you see about 6 people who are dressed in this dark, almost black, studded leather armor with these deep toned purple skin and silver white hair, as a group of drow kind of look at the coin confusedly as it falls, and then look up in your direction. Anything you do at the moment as they see you?
I raise an arm.
They all kind of look at each other as well, look back. And then you can kind of see there's a little bit of a discussion between them. And then one turns and calls out in Undercommon, "Who are you?"
My name is Arkados, a traveler from the surface, in search of a lake that is down here on the Underdark.
They all kind of look at each other once more, then look to you. "And what is your purpose down here, searching for this lake, surface dweller?"
I am on a journey, a holy mission. Nothing more.
Roll a persuasion for me. They kind of look at each other once more. There's a little bit of a discussion, and then he calls out, "We are looking for escaped prisoners. Have you seen any in your travels?"
I have not. None that I am aware of, at least.
"We are searching for a deep gnome, one of a twin. Have you seen her?"
I have not. I did see 2 small figures a few days ago in a cavern some ways from here, but they passed by without much conversation. In fact, they were avoiding me entirely.
There's a little bit of chuckle you hear from the other side, and then he calls out, "It is not the one we seek. There is only one left. Good luck. You are on the right direction." And then they turn and seem to go into the tunnel that is on the other side.
Cool.
I wave goodbye.
Don't notice.
Bye, guys.
Shut up.
You too.
Are we clear? We're good? Okay. Good job,
Okay,
Marcos. Good job.
We're still waiting back here. He hasn't come back to tell us.
You
I'm
guys are
pretty
here
sure
yelling.
with all
Sure it's
the
taking a long
yelling
time.
across.
Y'all
You
just
guys
hear the
would've heard that.
echoes of yelling in Undercommon. So if none of y'all understand Undercommon,
Nope.
it's
I do.
strange ass language.
Wait.
Do you?
I do.
No, I have just common and goblin.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure we're okay, guys. I heard something, but it sounds like they left.
So once they're fully gone and down their tunnel, I'll dismiss the light spell on the coin and then turn around and head back to the group.
okay.
So
All right. So you return as they're slowly kind of walking up to where you are as well. And y'all see Arcadus approaching with your dancing lights, which I imagine you always have up as you travel. So
there were 5 Drow on the other side. Warriors from the looks of it, studded armor. They were searching for escaped prisoners.
I don't know who he's
I
referring
haven't seen him.
Nope.
I haven't seen him. Nope.
Fucking manacle still in hand. Never seen him.
I don't know those guys. Never heard of them.
Arcadus just smirks and says, "Strange, neither did I."
Did they have manacles like these?
Damn it.
They didn't mention, actually.
Ow.
Strangely enough, we didn't get into too much detail. They're looking for someone else, a deep gnome, one of a set of twins that apparently escaped from them.
Okay, so I don't remember their name, like off the top of my head.
Topsy turvy.
Yeah. So
They said he was the only one left alive.
alive? Oh no.
No. I mean,
Oh, no.
That's unfortunate. For those.
Well, we have to try to find them and help them.
Yes.
Krieger, shut up. No, I don't know. Yes.
I mean, I was trying to go along with something, and you're like, "We gotta say, I don't know."
I go off to the side, pull out my great axe, and I put it on the ground, and I say a little prayer for the fallen.
you can see Eldith kind of come over and join you for a moment as well. And then whenever she stands, she kind of looks to the rest and goes, "So, are we going after them, or what?"
I get off Flame On. I basically fucking just turn on Dawn. It's like, let's fucking go.
And so you all see for the
Pulls
first
the
time
great axe.
from that
Yes.
hilt that he's been carrying, that he's took from the inside. It is a nice worked hilt with a leather wrap and then silver and gold gilded across the pommel, up the hilt, and over the hilt guard. But as he pulls it out, there's this surge of this bright, golden, radiant, flaming energy as a long sword materializes out of the hilt.
Yeah.
What you got there, Nandor? It's very impressive.
So this is Dawn, and like I kind of like spin it and like just put it like that, essentially like in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
This is the voice that you've been hearing.
And you all hear once more, "It is good to officially meet you, as I am intended."
Nice to meet you too, Don.
You too, Don. So, are you?
All right.
Are
A
you?
pleasure.
Are you an actual sword? Is that? Can you tell me your? I mean, are you trapped in there, or what's?
It is what I am used as. It is what I am.
And then, so this is 120 feet of like light from her emitted. So basically, all this, like this entire cave, basically gets illuminated by
Ooh.
light.
And, here, let me.
And then he said, "Let there be light."
Bam, bam. There you go. Bright ass light. So, with that, then you all are pursuing after these drow, heading down that way. Yes.
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 All right.
Yes.
So you all continue forward to the end to this gorge, and you can see it drops for about 75, 80 feet, and it goes across about 100 feet. So, and you know, Arcados kind of points to the tunnel that they escaped from. How would you like to proceed across?
Think
We
you
don't
can
have
lift us up on those wings?
They can be used for this type of purpose, but I would rather not.
You have a shield that could fly.
Can only get so far. Right, it has a range on it, doesn't it?
Your shield?
Yeah.
It pretty much hovers around you.
Yeah.
So, forgot to put y'all in first before I activated the scene. That's my bad.
Can I do anything?
Is there a rope or something nearby that we can climb down
There's
safely?
not any on your side that is like already placed there. or
Wait.
anything.
I still have a ton of
Don't
silk,
you? I was about to say, don't you guys have some silk left that we can use?
though. I got a bunch. You want me
Can
to
we
make
fasten that to a rope
Sure.
to get
I
us
can try.
down?
I do have some rope.
Oh,
Well,
we could use the rope.
yeah, we could use the rope definitely.
All right. So who? How much rope do you have, Arcados?
I only have 50 feet of it.
Okay.
I've got 90 extra feet of silk rope.
Okay. Well, if you've got the 90, if it's already tied together and everything, that will reach the cave floor from there. So, however, let me see. The beetle does not have a climb speed, so it cannot climb down the walls. So your beetle will not be able to follow down via rope that way.
Can the beetle fly?
You know, it can dig, right? It can dig through the rubble and it can go across.
It is not that kind of beetle.
Okay.
We could perhaps construct a harness and lower it if you wish.
Yes, yes, we
say.
can.
That's
That's the best option we got.
Here's the thing. If you guys don't do a good job and it comes loose, that's a plummet to death.
I do still have a piece of this tapestry. I mean, I don't know.
That's not gonna.
I'm just trying to think of ideas.
You cut up a small piece.
I'm saying that we can utilize too.
wait.
I'm just saying.
What if I put my shield, if I go under him and my shield animates, I can catch him and
Do you
give him
think
a
you
little
can sit that still?
Hey, it's one thing that can work, okay? If it falls, I can brace with the shield and catch him.
What is the other option that you're presenting, Nandor?
Well, I don't want him to die, so we just might have to let him loose.
But he is your friend. He'd want to come along, wouldn't he?
I mean, does he though?
He's come with us this far. It's only fair.
All right.
Give him a choice.
Do you have enough food to continue to feed him?
How many more pieces do I have, Matt?
Let me see.
I have 6 crystal fires.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Okay, he's got a few, and oh, apparently I did not put your quantity on here. So, because you broke off, how many did we say? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I got 6.
I'd say you probably had about 8. It's been about 2-3 days, so you're probably down to about 5, I'll say.
Okay. I mean, we could try it, but if he dies on the descent, this is not going to go by easy. I hope you know that. I'm looking at you, Ramos.
I know you are.
So then, the important question: who's making the harness?
Who has the best fucking
Yeah.
survival?
Eldith kind of steps forward and goes, so if we're having to harness down stuff, and we've had to lift our livestock and bring it down before in our caves in Gauntlegrim. So if you want, I can help with it. I'll do it, and one of you can help me kind of make sure it fits right. Nandor, he's your little baby if you want to help.
Well, I have this such uneasy feeling in me right now. Fuck. For a fictional character. Fuck. That's a beetle.
You were ready to go for Tipsy Turvy.
Welcome. So, she rolled a 19. So, with the two of you taking probably for the end of it, since there's only you've only got 90 feet, and if she used all of that or the end of that to make a good harness, it probably wouldn't go as well. So Arkados, she asks you for your rope to put it all together and kind of slip it through the silk rope that is there to make a
Sorry.
nice harness between the two.
Yeah,
And
no worries.
okay, then with the two of you, and you kind of distracting the flame on with your crystal fire as well, kind of giving him one for the day. You get your harness strapped across as best as you can, and you feel that, at least in terms of that, he's as good to go. He's tied up. And then Eldith kind of, stands up, puts a hand on him, pats him a little bit, and goes, "So, how are we doing this? Are we just kind of pushing him off and holding on?"
Ah!
There's got to be a rock we can tie it to, or something we can tie it to, as a good base.
Looking through, there are a few, not really close to the gorge side, but closer to like where y'all came in over here. There are a few good stalagmites and stalagmites informing that you feel like you could tie the silk rope around to get a solid anchor for it.
Could I move it closer by pushing it?
It is part
Or
of the
is-
cave bottom,
Yeah.
so
I tried. Can I call upon my shield? And I say,
All right.
shield.
Starts to float around you, orbiting.
I slightly place it under his belly as an extra added support.
All right.
I don't like the look you're getting.
If like as soon as he gets within more than 5 feet from you, the shield will move. So you will have to be pretty much.
I will go
on-
with flame on. I'll go
Okay.
right behind him.
So you'll kind of.
So it'll be a flame on sandwich. Me on top, shield on bottom.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that'll make it work for you then, if you both go down that way. So how are you? How would you like? How are you gonna get them off? What are you gonna do?
Um,
I guess we will.
I do have a crystal that I can put on the on the bottom of the shield that he can kind of go for and then
Push him
go
over
off the
the
side.
lip.
Not push. Not push. You're not pushing. We are slowly grabbing him down as we both go.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of get over the lip and try and ease him down a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I will strap the rope around myself, and I will hoist and lower us both as I'm climbing down. He'll
Okay.
be strapped around me
All right. All right.
as extra protection. If he goes, I'm going with him. Basically.
I guess I'll belay from up top.
Okay. Okay. So Nandor, I would like you to real quick make me an animal handling, as you know, Ramos, you put your back to Flame On and you kind of start to nudge him towards the side, and Nandor, you're kind of leading him there to the lip as well.
normal or advantage?
This is a normal for you.
Bardic inspiration to myself.
Doesn't work that way.
Damn it.
I relay it to him.
Because I think you have to be a specific archetype for that one.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on.
You can give a bardic inspiration to Ramos, but not to yourself for this check.
Don't fuck me, dice. Don't fuck me. Ramos.
All right. So Ramos, you'll get a D6 to your ability checks for the next, or to one ability check for the next minute.
So basically, what I say to Ramos for the Bardic Inspiration is remember, if anything happens, you will pay.
We'll cross that if we get there, but he will not.
So inspiring.
I swear on this life of mine.
He's inspired. If not, he's gonna get fucking cut.
It's an intimidation inspiration. So make me your animal handling, Nandor. And then Ramos, I'm going to need you to make me an athletics with advantage, as Homeslice is helping you. Arcados is belaying you from the top and helping with that. So, all right. So, the DC did get higher because of the animal handling check, but with that 28, you were solid. As Nandor, you're trying to lead him to that edge, and it gets to the edge and it's fine. And then you kind of, move its first two legs over the side and it doesn't get its purchase. And it starts to, move and wiggle against you. And Ramos, you can feel it, against your back as well, starting to, lose its motivation. So you just kind of go, now's the time. And you just push using that little bit of momentum that he's got. And there's that brief second where you and Flame On are kind of floating right there above 80 feet of air straight down to the ground. And Nandor, you're like, and then you swing back as Arcados, you catch up, and there's a lot of weight, and it kind of brings you down with that Flame On and Ramos there. But then they both
holds.
come over, and you manage to use your shield to be that impact point between the wall and Flame On. so that whenever y'all hit into the side of the wall to start rappelling down, he's fine. And you are both on the side now, beginning to make your way slowly down. You get about halfway before I need one more athletics check. This time, no advantage, as while he is up top, still holding it and keeping it from doing a lot more loose free fall. At this point, it is a lot on you with your where you're placing your feet and things like that. So, what ends up happening is you're going down, and it feels good. You feel like you've got this. And you also don't have the D6 anymore, but that's okay.
Oh, well, then
'Cause
let
it's
me.
good for one roll. So,
Well, then, hold on.
but it's still a natural one. Uh, and
That works. Let's go with that. Let's go with that 10. That works.
Oh no,
Let's
we're
go
going
with
with
10. 10
natural.
works. Let's
We're
go.
going with that natural.
No, we're not. No, we're not,
Yeah,
Matt.
we
No, we're
are.
not. This time we're not.
But on the
This time we're
bright
not.
side, Flamon is
I
fine,
rolled. Okay.
but
Okay,
Ramos is not.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because what ends up happening is you're going down and your foot catches a side and you begin to feel some of the rock break off. And you manage to swing yourself enough to where it, as soon as you start to feel your whole body drop, Flamon is safe a little bit swung out to the side as you kind of push yourself in between. But as you do so, that little bit where you had to wrap around your waist begins to wrap at you, and you rapidly find yourself flung out of the rope as it spins you and goes taut, and you fall about 30 feet to the ground, and you take 12 points of damage. But you're down to the ground, and Flamon is dangling. You can see the legs wiggling wildly, unhappily, but fine. As you took the the brunt of all of that. So, but a moment later, Flamon is slowly lowered thanks to Arcados to the ground, and you can untie the harness. And as soon as if you do you untie the harness?
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you
As soon as
do,
he's safe down on the.
yes.
On the
As soon as you do, you kind of limp over real quick and untie it, and Flamon just kind of scuttles wildly, like just kind of feeling
and then
around.
I have food. I have food, so I can kind of control him a little bit to help
Okay.
bring him in and relax him.
You take it and you kind of bring him in, and he goes to your crystalline fire and starts to drain the heat from it, and seems to calm down a little bit with that. And you give a quick little 2 tugs of semi-safety back up to Arcados, who you feel it up top. And
We're okay.
Oh, he's down. Who's next?
Nandor looking down, you can still see the nice glow of Flamon, although there was a brief moment where you saw his kind of flail. But
Oh my god. Quick question: does Pipes of Sewers get the charges back or no?
yes, it would.
Okay.
Because I believe that's what it said on there. Longer after
It recovers 1d3 per every day at dawn.
Oh, okay. So roll me 1d3.
Oh wait, I forgot the.
/.
He's telling everybody, do it now.
Cool.
There you go, all 3.
Okay.
So who's next?
I'm obviously going next.
All right. So then make me an athletics as you begin to pull or shimmy your way down.
And I will again belay.
All right. So the first one gets advantage then. With
okay.
Arcados staying up top to assist with everybody. All right. And are you using this one by one? Or are you all going down in this particular order?
One by one.
There.
One
Okay.
by one sounds kind of better, don't you think, guys?
I
We
think
get
it's
too
better
many
with.
people.
Yep. Especially with an orc, a dwarf.
Yeah, one by one. Yeah, one by one. Pretty good. Yeah.
All right. So you easily get that first half. There are plenty of places towards the top of the cliff that provide good spacing for your feet, and as you climb down, as you get to the 40-foot mark, roll me one more athletics, no advantage.
Hey.
All right. So you manage to get down to the bottom. There's a few close calls as your hands are starting to sweat at this point, and your hands with the silk rope. It makes for some sometimes loose fitting, but you eventually feel the ground beneath your feet, and as you land, you feel a brief up against your side in your calf as Flamon kind of knocks into you and is like rubbing against you basically.
I pat
I
him on
told
the
you. I told you nothing would happen to him. As you see me limp off.
Okay. Before he limps off, I'm gonna cast Healing Word, level 2, on him.
All right. So 7 health back from us, nice and good. And
Thank you, Fred.
who is gonna go next?
I'll go next.
All right. Go ahead. First roll of athletics with advantage, sir. Very nice. You, seeing everybody go down, you kind of give a nod to Arcados, grab the silk rope, and fling yourself off, come down, and catch yourself, and then just kind of easily rappel, pulling yourself down. You know, the rope behind your back. You've done this a few times. You're good. You get down to the 40-foot mark. One more roll. So you continue down and you get to that 30, 25-foot area and you go to hit and
Okay, if he's about to fall, can I quickly summon a horde of rats, just one charge, to try to like cushion his fall if he's going to fall?
okay. So you Nandor, you're there kind of rubbing on Flame on, and you then just hear this as something up above breaks off. And you look up as you see your footing suddenly kind of out from under you, Kregor, and it ends up pushing your feet up as the momentum from your rappelling kind of catches you, and you kind of head heels over head. And Nandor, you look up, seeing him go into this free fall black flip as you're like, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo," and summon up one little swarm down there.
I got that reference, Matt. I got that reference.
Well, thank you. So, oops. So that would be 8 points of damage that would go to you, Kregor, but instead it is split between you and the rats as they kind of come up like a little wave to try and catch you, and all of a sudden you feel all these like little warm bodies up against your back as you oh, that was soft yet hard at the same time. What? And you look over and you kind of roll, and there's a little rat stuck to you.
Oh God, Nandor, why did you do that? I appreciate it so much, but oh my God, that's disgusting.
Call them back to me. I call the rats back to me, like armor, whatever is left.
All right. Here, let me pull out your little rat swarm. Boom. They're just -4.
Thank
Bam.
you, Nandor.
So I look over at the ones that are still up top and I go, perhaps we should have knotted the bottom of the rope.
Elder kind of looks at it. I don't. Yeah, maybe we would have lost a few feet, but it might have been worth it, just a little bit. So
I pull the rope back up, and, and then I look over at Eldith and I go, "Care to do the honors?"
I'll just make a few. And she goes through and starts making a few little knots in the rope to help at about every 10-foot mark. So it ends up a little bit shy from the ground, but it will make the going down easier for those of you that are left up top. So
So nobody.
so Ront is
Ron,
going.
Darendil, Eldith,
Go
and
ahead.
me. There's still people on top.
You have wings. You're fine.
You can't talk to him.
So Ront makes his first with that advantage.
Oh, boy.
And as you know, I imagine you're still acting as a pseudo anchor, Arcados.
Yep.
All right. And so he gets down to the 40-foot mark, no problem. And then he then makes it down the rest of the
Oh,
way.
natural 20. Good
Just
shit.
almost natural 20.
Unnatural.
Oh yeah. And then just kind of continues on, hand over hand, no problem. He's got the muscles to do this. He's fine. Afterwards, Eldith goes to make hers. So, even with advantage,
Wait.
Eldith up top grabs it, and she begins to go back, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is no problem." Goes to take a step and
Oh, fuck. Okay, before that happens,
loses it,
do I see her?
comes down, hits her face on the lip of that top of the cliff. Arcados, you have one dex save for me, or strength save. I should. No, yeah, I'll say dex save because you're trying to catch her before she goes over the lip.
Crap. My worst save.
Fuck. Fuck!
Oh my
So-
god.
She hits her head into the side of that
Do I
and
hear it?
begins stunned
Does
to
Darren
fall
know that save?
backwards. Darendil was not close enough since you were right there belaying.
Can
he
I
would not have had
can I
time.
go under her and prepare to catch her?
So
Can I help? Can I help?
I will say
Hold up. Okay, can I summon? Like, if they're gonna try to catch her, couldn't I summon the rats? Like the last two charges, because I'm not trying to get anyone killed. To kind of like pick them up higher. That way, it's like a bit higher and still have more cushion beneath them.
Can they be casted as a net? Like a makeshift net?
well, I would like the three of you in bottom to roll me a perception to see if you notice.
Fuck. Fuck.
Wait, do we get advantage? Oh yeah!
So, Nandor,
Yeah, you're good.
Gregor, you wanna give a look, or are you just gonna let Nandor keep it?
I'm letting Nandor keep that.
All right. So, as you know, y'all are there and kind of looking around the bottom of this area. Nandor, you look up. You saw the rope go up and everything, and you're like, "What is going on?" And then a moment later, you look up and you just see this free falling backward form about 60 feet up of this little dwarven Eldith falling quickly.
Okay.
And right now only you see.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Ramos, step on the rats, and then I fucking make the rats like basically move and go up, and try to pick them up as much as possible.
And you said you were using the last of the charges too?
Yep, I'm not trying to get anyone killed.
All
Mm.
right. So Oh, hey. You have to make saves to control the rats.
I do.
If you lose the contest, whenever a swarm of rats that isn't under another creature's control comes within 30 feet of you while playing. Okay, no, so you can make other rats listen to you. Right?
Okay.
If you lose contest, the swarm behaves as it normally does. So it becomes... Yeah. So if you see other swarms of rats, you can also control those. That's what that wisdom save is for. Okay, never mind. So you... And they start to try and lift up against you, Ramos, against your feet as you kind of go to where he said. And it's like this rolling massage floor against your feet that's trying to slowly push you up. And you look up and you can see where Eldith is coming down. I would like...
Because I still have Dawn out, so
Yeah,
illuminate.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I would like you, sir, to make me a strength saving throw, Ramos.
With advantage?
Not with advantage,
Damn it.
but
Okay.
yeah. Factors are
Normal?
definitely included. Normal, yes.
I don't have any 1Ds to add, do I?
You do not. At least not at the moment. All right. So you kind of lift up trying to catch her, and she crashes into you, and you crash back into all of these rats that are trying to hold you and catch you. So
Take some damage.
there's going to be some damage split between all three. You have three rats swarmed, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be split between 5 of you. So I'll have a calculator. Or, well, what's 5 divided by 30? I know there's a number there. 6?
Yeah.
6.
So you each take 6 points of damage as there's just this sandwich of all of you that comes crashing down together.
I feel as hurt as I just when I fell.
And a moment,
I
as
peer down over the edge. Down and
you kind of look down and there's just this mass
You
of bodies that looks like all these little squirming bits that are coming out from underneath it, and you can't tell if it's blood or organs or whatever that is blown out of their fall. And then you see Ramos and Eldith kind of roll off of each other and out of the swarm, and you're like, okay, they're alive. And Eldith slowly gets up and she goes, "What the fuck happened? What?"
So I saw her smack herself, right?
Yes, with that natural 20, I'll say you did, yeah.
Well, let's just say that you slipped and hit your face into the rock, and you fell backwards. Here you are.
Feels her bleeding nose. I think I'm gonna go sit down over there for a moment. She kind of goes up against the rock cliff face and is just like, oh.
Jeez.
And then comes Darendil, who kind of looks at you, and you
Guys,
speak.
I can't make any more catches, by the way. I hope you... I'm at 12 health right now. This is not looking too pretty.
But Darendil looks to you, Arcados, and then kind of looks down, and he goes, I don't really need that, but I'll follow with you to make sure that you are safe. As he just kind of claws into the wall and kind of looks at you. So you can take both of your checks, Arcados, will be at advantage, as Darendil will kind of climb alongside next to you to, make sure you don't suffer the same fate as Eldith.
So homeboy could have been with us the entire time, huh? Yeah.
Going up and down, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Darendil's not a very
Nobody has
forward thinker. I'm just gonna put that out
No,
there.
he's not.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of him when he gets down
With
here.
his intelligence of 6, No.
Jesus.
Well, there's
So-
my first check.
Your first check is just enough, as now with the knots and with Darendil there, on the side, there's a bit of slipping along the process, and like you do kind of slide for like 5 to 10 feet before you catch the next knot and hold on to it. But the heavy armor that you have and everything, you're not made for high scale climbing, but you are barely hanging on, and you definitely get a few gut wrenching moments that just kind of up to your chest. Second check though, with advantage.
Let's go.
So with that, you kind of breathe and then take it a little bit slower, taking a few footfalls as you do, and each of y'all are now at the base. But your rope is still attached to the thing up top and still here along the side. So, as you all gather now in the bottom,
I'm telling Prince to go out back up there, grab the rope, and then come right back down.
kind of looks up, and then kind of looks down.
I
back at
fell
you.
twice. You can go back up.
And he
and
tilts
come
his
right
head, as he can't understand a word you say.
Okay, I'll talk.
Can I
I'll
smack
talk
him
to
up?
No.
Fine.
If he tries to smack him, I'll fucking grab his hand. It's like,
All right. I
No.
won't smack. I won't smack. I will throw another sword at his arm, though.
He definitely looks confused as you're like making a bunch of motions up top, and then look at the rope, and then up top
Okay.
and then down.
okay. So, well, I'm just gonna tell Darendil, can you perhaps go get the rope and bring it right back down?
Of course. As he
Like-
goes up, takes it
Like-
off the stalagmite, comes back down, with it wrapped up around his arm and everything, and kind of has it held as he gets back down to the bottom with y'all.
Okay, and then when he gets back down, I'm like, "Thank you, Prince," and like I put my arm here and like bow a little.
He kind of gives a little half bow as much as he can, holding the rope and everything.
I know he doesn't understand it, but I tell him thank you.
Promise us, thank you.
He, gives a nod to Ramos.
I do the
as
bang on the chest too, like a.
and he definitely kind of understands that and gives that same like slightly off half bow.
Cool.
All right.
So I will go over to Ramos and be like, "Thank you for catching her. I'm sorry that I couldn't up top. You look hurt."
All in a day's work, and yes, I am. But we're here for one another. That's what we're here for. I know I don't say this much to them, but we're a group. That's what we do.
I'll reach out and put a hand on his shoulder and give him some healing energy.
All right.
I will call the rats back to like me essentially,
Mhm.
like kind of,
And one of them, kind of does your rat chest, a rat vest, while the other two swarms are kind of at your feet, just circulating. Yeah, there you go. That's the word I was going for. And yeah, all of y'all are down at the bottom now.
Cool.
How would you like to proceed?
Can I make a perception check, like to either side or? No, we would try to be going the other way, right? Like up the other side, or no?
Yeah, that is where he saw the drow go.
Okay, so I will tell Darendil I will ask him if he can go take the rope and take Eldith with him if he can over
Okay.
here, and to tie another knot. That way we could get back up, and he could go back and forth to help us.
Tell him to be very careful and watch for the Dow.
He kind of looks it up and he goes, I cannot carry her when I climb. though she can try to hold on to my back, if nothing else.
Okay. Well,
Nope. We had a drop again.
he went. Oh, Aaron Guard. Okay, he's back.
So she kind of gets up slowly and goes over to him as he climbs on, and she goes to hold on. She got a 16. It didn't pop up, but she did roll well. And so she kind of gets onto his back, wraps her arms around his neck loosely, and he begins to
Oh.
climb.
As they're climbing up, I yell at Eldeth to make a harness and toss it down as well.
Well, the harness is still around.
It's already
for
around
on
flame
right
on.
now. You'll just have to loop it to the silk rope whenever it's time to haul him up. So,
Okay.
And we're gonna do the reverse sandwich this time. The shield's gonna be on top. I'll be on bottom.
Got you. So Darendil climbs up. Eldith holds on, able to make it to the top with him as well. And a few minutes later, you see Darendil slowly begin to come back down as well, climbing his way across. And
Can I do a perception check to check this cavern to make sure nothing's here?
yeah,
Of-
go for it.
Interesting value.
Go ahead and roll me a perception. Nice perception. So you kind of take a little bit of look around, and in the general area, you can definitely see that there are a few old skeletons here and there. But just kind of looking them over, you can tell that they were skeleton creatures that probably had fallen off or been thrown down or something like that. As there are definitely like broken bones and that are from an impact into the ground and whatnot.
Right.
Do see the occasional little bit of mushroom that are growing out of some of the remains and a little bit on the walls here and there. None that look big enough that they should be useful or edible. Just the lower, more kind of uh, dank, lack of a better term, the dank lower cavern floor down here with the moistness in the air just kind of is the perfect breeding ground for mushrooms. And as Darendil is coming down and is getting down to where y'all are, and you see the rope drop down once more, you do see in the very north side the gorge down here, way out here. You start to see this almost like fireflies, these little faint motes of light that appear briefly and then disappear. But Darendil comes down, looks amongst y'all, and goes, "So, who is next? I will follow."
Your lover.
Guys.
I guess that's me.
Did we all see these little motes of light, or was that just Ramos?
Only Ramos right now.
I kind of secretly go off and try to get closer, but not too far. But not too far from the group.
Okay, just kind of like the roaming. So
Checking the area, making sure nothing's down here.
okay. About how many feet would you like to go? 20, 30, 10?
About 15.
Okay. I'll say you gotta go to about right over there. So, and Craigor, if you'd like to make me your two athletics checks with advantage, as he is following with you to make sure that you get all the way up.
Hey, look at this guy.
And like an
We're
acrobat,
back, baby.
Oof, oof, oof. You know, even him with a climb speed has a little trouble keeping up with you as you quickly just kind of scale this thing up and make your way to the top where Eldith is at the top, kind of being what Arcados was. She's got an arm wrapped around the rope and is providing extra support for it as you climb. But you manage to make your way to the top, and as you do so, Darendil kind of looks, gives you, the you good thumbs up to you, Kragor, nods, and then goes back over the lip. And as he does, Ramos, it looks like now there's a little few more fireflies in the distance. Then now you've kind of got about 5 or 6 that are just kind of
Are they getting closer?
it does look like it, just slowly.
I start walking back a little bit faster. Get back to the group.
All right.
We're trying to get the heck up. Let's go.
Who's coming up next?
Ramos. And
No. Do you want to go up first? I think you should go up first. That way he has someone to look forward to when he gets up there.
all right, then I'll go.
All right. Go ahead and make me your 2 rolls with advantage.
Thanks.
Nice. So you go up the top and you get to about the 60, 50-foot range. And as you do so, the swarm of rats that have kind of been following you and the rat vest that is on you, one of the rats kind of accidentally falls out and catches in between your hand and the rope. So when you think you're grabbing the rope, you actually grab the rat and you start to fall. Darendil makes a check to grab you.
Oh, come on, Prince. Come on, Prince.
And he reaches out just a little too slow as he goes to grab, and he catches a little bit of your pant leg and kind of tears it a bit, but not enough to hold on to you as you begin to plummet. Anything you do in your moment?
Can I possibly send the rats down there a little?
They cannot go faster than you to the base, as one swarm is on you currently. Let me see.
Can I get on top of Flame On and give me a boost and go under him to try to catch him and stop his fall?
I grow wings.
You do know from past experience that damage is split between everybody below.
All right.
I will.
No, what if I jump off of Flame On?
He says he's growing wings. He says he's growing wings.
Oh, okay. Growing wings. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
I will go ahead and activate my ability, and the ethereal glowing wings sprout from my back, and I will leap into the air to catch him.
All right. So Nandor, you have this, just stomach in the chest moment as you begin to free fall, and you turn and you point to the ground and you hope that your rats can get there, but they don't have a climb speed as fast either. So they just start to scuttle as best as they can between all the cracks. And you have this sickening moment where you think you are just going to hit ground. And then you feel the sudden stop. And you're like, oh God, it hurts. Why doesn't it hurt? And you look up, and Arcados is just kind of, gently above you, holding you beneath the arms.
So I will just carry him up.
All right. And it's easy enough now as you set him down atop. And Kragor, you looking over to the side, see Arcados come up carrying Nandor a moment later.
So, everything okay there, Nandor?
I fall back.
I will go down for the others.
Right off the ledge.
Got a lot of advantages here.
What did you say, Arcados?
I'll go back down for the others. I'll make the trips up and down.
Okay. So you go down. Who do you grab first? because there is Ront, the Flamon, and Ramos. And how long does your wings last?
They last for 1 minute.
So you could get 2 out of 3.
Take the bug and run.
Because wait, how
I'll-
long? Wait, what's the speed that you got? On
I have a 30-foot fly.
30. Yeah, because it's 80 feet to the top. So action bonus to down. Yeah, I'd say you'd have just enough time to get 3. But as you're coming up with whatever you have last, you're kind of gonna lose your wings before you touch down on the ground. But it'll be a close call with those wings.
I'll just get all 3 then.
All right. So you go down, and one by one, they kind of lift up their arms, and you catch them around the forearms, and just go back up as well, and then come back over after grabbing Ront, and wrap your wings around you and free fall for a little bit to make it faster, and at the bottom, last second, pick up Ramos, go up, and then go down, and very. Whenever you're the single person carrying a wide-end table and it's kind of awkward, yeah, that's how you feel with Flame On as you just poof catch him, and it's definitely a little weirder, a little heavier, but you make it to the top just as your wings bamf out, and the two of you kind of fall 5 feet and land at the top lip of the cliff. You all have made it.
We're all taking a nice long rest.
We need to follow them.
I'm feeling
all
good,
our
guys. I'm ready
abilities.
to go. Let's do this.
All our abilities are kind of used.
Well, not really. Not for me, at least.
Let's see. Are
So
you
let's
guys
say-
good?
Okay,
On
let's
your-
say we do take a long rest, right? Would the rats come back, or would these stay here?
How long did it say it lasts for your thing?
I think it was 24 hours.
Yeah, they would have stayed then. If it's for 24 hours.
I mean, if you want to long rest, might as well. But if not, I don't have a problem with pursuing.
You can also do a short rest for an hour just to gain health back too.
I'd say short.
How about
rest.
abilities?
All right. Then whoever is regaining health for a short rest, roll however many of your health dice that you would like to, so that you can, gain whatever you need back out of, how many you have.
I'm fine.
I'm good.
All right. So how do I do this?
So since you're a fighter, your health dice are D10s. So you're gonna do roll 1d10 plus 2 for your Constitution.
You can actually just hit the short rest button and it asks you if you want to roll dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I did.
Duh.
I have to do it manually for Eldith, so I forget.
Yeah.
All right. So you get 6 back to you as you all kind of take an hour to just breathe, chill, and as y'all are there relaxing, Arcados, you see at the base of this cliff, you can start to see those little firefly-like pinpricks of light, and they seem to be coming from 2 or 3 different sources. It almost looks like walking mushrooms that are down there that are kind of releasing these little spores that look like fireflies down there.
So I will look over at those who are more knowledgeable about this area. It appears that there's small mushrooms down there releasing little motes of light. Is anyone familiar with these creatures?
Is there a
The
na-
bugs I saw.
Do we need to do a nature check or history check or something, or no?
I would say nature. Nature.
Okay. I mean, might as well, everyone, right?
Yeah, luckily y'all have had a bit of experience in the Underdark, so there are, Nandor, of creatures in the Underdark known as myconids. They are basically mushroom humanoids that release spores. Stool was one. And you haven't heard of any that release lights like that. But there are many variations that adapt to different terrains in the Underdark, so it is probably a variation of myconid or something of that nature.
Okay. So those are myconids. I've never seen anything release those types of spores that light up. So it's probably a variation or some sorts of a myconid. So
Hey.
Interesting. I assume they're friendly.
Yeah, are they dangerous to be around?
Matt.
Most myconids that you've heard about or seen haven't really been that aggressive, but they have been known to be territorial in some areas. So you just don't know if this is one of those areas.
They might be territorial. Not entirely sure. Again, it depends on how they are.
So
I make sure that the rope is pulled up.
that's a good idea.
Good call.
Smart man.
Very good. You. No, we're just not going to test that. We're just going to go. And
Do you want me to throw it back in my bag, Arcados, or do you want to hold on to it?
It's your rope.
Okay, I'll take it back.
And Arcados, you get your rope back from Flamon, from undoing the harness and everything. So you all gather up your bits after taking an hour, kind of looking down at the passing moats that are slowly walking along the base of the gorge, and then look to the mouth of the tunnel that you, Arcados, saw them go to. And as y'all begin your pursuit, we're going to take a break. So I can get some more drink, do all that good stuff, stretch y'all's legs.
Okay.
Bits.
We want to say like 8:50. Come back.
Is that 5 minutes?
About
7
Seven.
minutes.
Let's call it 10 at the 10-minute mark.
Okay.
Alrighty, y'all.
Okay, we'll be back.
Be
guys.
right back.
See ya.
Welcome back, everybody. So, we are here, excited, ready to pick up as our group. Now, having crossed this gorge and facing a few little snags and rocks along the way, have rested up, feel prepared, and are looking to find these drow that were seen ahead, hunting for one of the twins. So, whoever is going to be helming this pursuit, I would like you to roll a survival
Nandor.
with.
Yeah.
We all know.
All right, so Nandor, survival with advantage. Is there?
Oh yeah.
All right.
He is on pursuit. He is pissed off. He is like, nah. If
Yeah.
he's the only one left alive, fuck that.
Feeling the righteous pursuit, and even Dawn, who has this now connection to you, you can almost feel this righteous fury coming from her, empathizing with what you are feeling and multiplying it. And with that, and kind of her light, her radiant light shining on the path before you, you can easily see the subtle, small marks that the drow have left behind as they are pursuing one of your allies. So, what is going to be y'all's marching order as you?
Oh, I'm right
pursue?
behind him. I'm so excited
I'm-
that he's like finally getting ready to go and like go into battle. So I'm right behind him, like yes,
And I'm
it's
behind
time.
Ramus. I'm behind Ramus.
All right.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed,
I'll
but
be
this is
right
the most
behind them.
serious- This is the most serious Nandor has been this entire time.
Yes, that's exactly why I'm excited. That's why I'm like, yes, it's about time.
All right.
I tell Kraegor, that man has a fire in his heart. About time. Let's go.
Is that what that smell is?
Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
dismounted, Nandor?
Yeah.
Okay, so Eldith will stay back with Flame On towards the rear. Arcados, where would you like to be in the line as they are in this, pursuit?
I'll be right behind Krager.
Okay.
I am also going to like not just a vest, but I'm talking like arms, like except my hands, and basically my legs, like except my my feet.
So what I'm hearing is, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na,
Yeah, exactly,
Batman. All right. All
exactly.
right. Definitely easy enough. And so you begin your pursuit. And are you going like non-stealthy full speed hunting?
Basically,
Okay.
We're going
like
balls to
he has a fire in his
going.
fucking belly, dude.
balls to
All
the
right.
wall. Let's go. Let's
All
go.
right. So you continue on, and you are full on pursuing, and you can see that as you're going forward, the area that you begin to enter almost honeycombs with intersecting tunnels, and it just kind of opens into these random wide and small little caverns, and you can definitely tell that without the high roll that you got, it would have been a little bit more difficult to find them in all these branching pathways. But lit by this fire and pursuing as you go, you feel confident that you know exactly where they are and you are going to get them.
So basically, it's like because you know how I was basically raised by dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's basically recalling back to that, like learning all that stuff, like learning kind of how to track because we would, weren't really staying in towns much or any of that. So
Mm-hmm.
And my old training's kicking in as well from the hunters and training the youngins to be warriors. It also lights that spark with me too.
Nice. So each of y'all just ready, willing, feeling everything before you. You continue through these wide tunnels through all of the areas until you begin to find yourself coming to after about almost an hour, hour and a half of travel, uh, of just pure pursuit as you had to cross the gorge and then you rested afterwards. But ready to go, you find yourselves coming upon a large, wide cavern that, as you're getting towards the edges, you can see that the walls of this cavern do not look the same as the walls of the cave that you're in. They almost look a bit more unnatural, almost like it was hollowed out. And as you come up, you can begin to hear voices in the distance. Uh, da-da-da-da-da. And are you just going? I haven't pulled y'all out to line of sight or anything yet, so I didn't know if you were
I'm gonna snuff out Dawn real quick.
okay.
Still have dark vision, so
Correct. And Eldith, seeing the bright light of Dawnbringer go out, she kind of puts a hand on Flame On and starts to slow down as well. And
Basically, like, just kind of peek around the corner and I see him.
all right. Roll me a stealth real quick. And as I imagine all of y'all kind of, like a classic movie. Just
That's fine.
all right.
Stack up on the corner.
Yeah. Kind of stack up real quick and take a peek. And around the side, you can see that there are 5 individuals who are talking, and they are all kind of huddled together and seem to be looking away from y'all, backs towards you, and you can't hear what they're saying as they're not talking loudly, but the circular hollowed out chamber of this still causes their voices to echo a little bit and carry. What would y'all like to do?
I'm gonna cast minor illusion, like over here, basically where
Okay.
they're facing. Like,
What's the range of minor illusion?
let me see. Minor illusion range is 30 feet, so I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Gotcha. So yeah, that would only get you to right here with 30 feet.
How far is Crown of Madness? Hold on. Okay, can I use Crown of Madness on this dude?
Yes, you can. All right, and he's got to make a save.
Damn it. Okay.
So you reach out, and as you do so, there's this brief flicker of this like orange bronze across his head that momentarily pierces into the skin, and then you see him quickly kind of shake it and turn and look around and in y'all's direction. The rest of y'all, right before this happened, I was gonna ask, but I forgot because whenever I moved y'all here, was anyone going to roll stealth?
Yes, I
were y'all-
was.
All right.
No.
Gregor, you feel pretty well hidden.
You fucking meld into the wall.
Get a little bit of dirt just to, blend in naturally, camouflage.
Predator.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So
I'm telling you, you gotta rub
you
some dirt on your
passed
face.
out. He resists, and I am going to
You're
need
drunk.
everybody to roll initiatives as I change up our music. Did that do it? Oh, why didn't it do it? Initiative. There it goes. All right. And all the everybody else. So, starting us off is Monsieur, who had the wonderful Crown of Madness cast on him. He is going to turn, take a look over at you, Nandor, where you're kind of peeking around the corner, arms still slightly outraised, and he is going to kind of just crack this grin. He goes, "Loth favors us today, brothers. Although, if you don't speak Undercommon, you don't understand that." But Gregor, you would understand that.
He said Loth something is favoring us today. Just so you guys know, he's mad. You're welcome.
He is going to pull out his hand crossbow, and let me see. 40 feet. So what is the range on that? 30. So he's going to move up a little bit as he pulls out his crossbow, and he is going to make 2 shots at you. I think.
I draw a shield.
It's one shot.
I draw a shield and try to put it in front of Nandor.
Shield works for you in combat.
Even though we can't like sandwich.
It does not. It does not sandwich.
Tried. Sorry, buddy.
It was a good try. It was a good try.
Damn, dude.
So he comes back with a vengeance. And for 12 points, and I need you to make me a constitution save, which you get sublimely. But as he comes over and just runs forward, pulling the trigger on his hand crossbow, you take that bolt to the shoulder as you fall back around the corner of the entrance there once more. And now everybody behind you can now see clearly the bolt sticking your shoulder out of your shoulder, as you know. You didn't warn the rest of the group either. You just pointed and did. So it is surprise all around, as everyone else is just kind of like, oh shit, it's going down.
Time to go.
And
Before you even ask, Flamon's going to stay there.
yeah, he's being controlled by Eldith right now because Eldith has the reins. So, and Nandor comes to you.
Can I use Healing Word as a bonus action on myself?
Yes, you may.
I'm just scooting here for visual purposes, by the way.
Oh, I know. I got you, Cragor.
All right, so Thunder Wave has a 15 feet. How far is he? Let me see.
You can't cast more than one thing of a spell
Oh,
level.
yeah. Okay.
You can do a cantrip now, but not a first level or higher.
Cantrip. Features. Okay. So, can I rush him with Dawnbringer?
He is within range.
Okay. So I'm gonna rush him with Dawnbringer.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And as you run forward and Dawnbringer springs to life, you see all of the Drow in the light of the day from your sword.
Good. So attack, right?
Yes. And Cragor, this affects you too. All your attack rolls and perception checks are at disadvantage while Dawnbringer is out.
Okay.
Good roll.
Right.
Good roll.
That'll definitely hit. Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. Where is it? So you gain a +2 to attack and damage rolls.
Yep, it's already factored in as well. So it's yep. So do a solid 12 points of radiant damage to him as you just come through and like a lightsaber cut clean across the armor in his chest, and he kind of recoils against it, very unhappy. And anything else for you? Good.
So slashing damage. Okay. Think because if I go over here, am I moving out of range, right?
Correct.
Let's see. Wait, hold on. Remember, I have my rat armor on.
Yes. Correct. So that damage, how much was it?
It was 12 before.
Yeah, that would go to one of your ret swarms. Let me pull them out. they took a bit of damage before. So, one of your rat swarms, since they had taken 2 falls before, one from
Oh,
Ramus.
Ignore that, by the way. Checking what that was.
Fucking. Oops. One of your rat swarms is gone now.
Okay.
So this one would be
And then how much did I move? I moved from like here, right?
25 feet. So you have 5 feet left.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up right. Well, hold on, let me see. 30, 30. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna back up and whatever damage he tries to do on me,
All right.
rats.
Sounds good. So disadvantage. Does 15 hit?
Just hits.
All right. So one of your swarms takes 9 points of damage. And so a few of the rats are, cut in twain as off of your chest as you go back, and he kind of looks at them and then looks up at you, at your whole body swarming and everything, and the bright sunlight sword coming out of the hilt. And you can definitely see this is not what he expected to find, and kind of regrets his earlier comment.
Good. Bitch. I say it.
I like this guy. I like this guy now.
So next up is Ront, who is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he's going to use a bonus action to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Ooh.
As he's going to run around and then get his short sword attack.
Fucking snaps his neck.
Nope. He comes around and tries to get a swing off to the side, but he also catches a little bit of daylight in his eyes, and he's like, it's been a while. And but afterwards comes to the Drow. So this one's going to run forward, and it's kind of at a distance, so he's going to use a attack with a hand crossbow at disadvantage against Ront, to no avail, as the sunlight created off of Dawnbringer just does not get it. So then this one is going to try as well. Still manages to hit with that one for 7 points of damage against Ront. And then he has to make a con save. Makes it. So he's still up in gold. This one is going to do the same.
Wait, so does that mean I'm back at full health, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. So then I wasted the healing word for nothing. Got it.
You can just add the spell back on too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was my fault. I forgot to.
Okay, cool.
Bam. So after they go with 2 crossbow attacks that miss and 1 that gets Ront square in the back, it comes to you, Ramus.
I am going to turn the corner with my great axe drawn, and I say,
Alright.
shield. And I run towards the nearest Drow, and or Drow. Sorry, I got too excited.
10,
I run to the nearest Drow,
20 puts you there.
and I jump, and with a fiery voice, go attack.
All right. Roll me a attack roll with advantage, and just roll me an intimidation as well.
Oh!
All right. All right.
The attack normal or at advantage?
Advantage. That is a solid hit.
Oh
Go
shit!
ahead and roll those damage.
Doesn't-
Also,
It's a flank, so
yeah.
I mean, it's
also, Ramos, keep in mind for your great axe, if you ever roll a 4 or 5 for damage, it means you rolled a 1 or a 2 on the dice, and you can re-roll that because of your great weapon mastery. So
say
if
that.
your damage
One more-
is if your damage ever comes out to a 4 or a 5, you can
Okay.
re-roll damage.
Sweet. Okay.
So, all right. So 15 points though is definitely good. As you lift up and just whoosh, come down straight into the shoulder and everything with it, and all the ones who are back there kind of take a few steps, seeing all of this lit up from behind as well. It's just like your silhouette in movie style. After you comes Darendil then, unless anything else you would like to do on your turn, sir.
Can't. Think I'm good for now. Yeah.
All right.
how is this guy not dead?
I know, right?
Darendil is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to use his action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get there. But that's about all he can do on his turn. This Drow is going to kind of look around, see, the more coming out, and he's going to run. And he's going to run for 60 feet. Eldith then is going to stay back with Flame On for now. Kragor comes to you.
Oh,
Nope.
stop.
Oh, lost image.
Aaron. He's back.
Here he is.
Yeah.
That'll fix itself here in a second. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I'm over here right
Yeah, technically you're right there.
Yeah, I don't know why it
So-
wasn't moving. I was trying to move it.
Yeah,
So I want to go.
Is he cutting off? Or is it just
Yeah.
me?
We're
Okay,
getting
There
cut
goes.
off.
There goes. There goes.
Nice.
So, okay. 1, 2, or no. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I use a bonus action for movement too?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Rogue life.
Would it be a flank if I'm on the right of him? It wouldn't, right?
It's not a flank, but if you get your attack, hold on, let me check with your sneak attack. Unfortunately, because you'll have disadvantage because of the daylight from Dawnbringer, you still won't get your sneak attack, and it's not a flank. So,
So it's just a regular attack with disadvantage?
correct,
Jesus.
correct. Problem with the
Sorry,
sword
buddy.
is it's daylight.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna use a charge on the dagger venom, and or no, well, you know
It's
what?
an
I'm
action.
not. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do a straight up attack with the. You know what? The dagger venom, even though without it, has been doing great. So let's do the dagger venom without the venom.
all right, that'll work. And as you're coming up and you're going to make that attack, Nandor, you actually notice now for the first time that while these Drow have all been recoiling, Kragor too, with his one good eye, is like trying his best, but it looks like it's kind of hurting him too. And all right, make me your attack with disadvantage. Still hits.
Nice.
So, actually, No, yeah, we're going for the elite. That is one under. Sorry.
Damn
That
it,
is my
Matt.
fault. I know. I know. I'm a
Krieger was like,
tease.
oh shit.
Hold on, Matt. How much? How's? I know you can't tell us his health, but how is he looking?
He's got a bit of blood coming from him in a few spots, but you can tell his legs aren't shaken yet.
Okay.
That's
I'm
it.
sorry, Kragor. I'm sorry.
Don't say sorry yet. What's gonna happen to me?
No, I'm sorry for the tease.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just joking.
Arcados then comes to you.
So is the effect that's on Krager considered blindness, or is it just sunlight sensitivity?
Sunlight sensitivity. The nature of being a drow and facing daylight.
Can I ask, does my helmet at all provide any shielding from the light?
You know what? I'll allow it. Well, not yet, but
Oh.
some modifications like gets like that cloth that you got, cover it over the holes there, and yeah, easily. It will just take one modification after the battle. But you hadn't had a reason to think of it beforehand.
Right.
So
Think on your feet. Think on your
There's
feet.
a reason why you picked up that little piece of
Yeah, I
tapestry.
I knew he was calling out to me.
All
All
right.
right, then in that case, I will. I'll just move up to here, I think,
All right.
and then I will cast Bless.
All right. Who do we want to throw it on?
And I will throw it on. I'll throw it on Kreger, Ramos, and Nandor.
All right.
What does that do?
So, it will give you a D4 to attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, right?
Okay.
No, attack rolls or saves.
Attack rolls and saves. Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna use that for bless. Bam. You three are blessed.
Cool.
Hashtag
anything-
blessed.
My speed is 30 feet, so I am going to move up a little further.
All right.
I'll move
And
there.
any bonus action? Anything else for you?
Ooh. Yeah, actually, I will use a bonus action.
Ooh.
I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right. All right. Where would you like to cast it?
Right there.
All right.
Opposite of
Bam.
Kreger.
This dude is
Unfortunately,
fucked.
Kragor, you can't get flanking with a spiritual weapon because it's an item, not a creature, or a spell, not a creature. But it is there, definitely appearing across from you, smacking some shit. So, go ahead and make me your attack roll with your spiritual weapon, Mr. Arcados.
Yeah, buddy.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
Still good.
A giant hammer of spiritual radiant light layeth that smacketh down.
On his candy ass.
Holy shit! This dude's fucking surrounded.
Yeah, he is. So he
We have
is,
We have your leader.
it is going to come to his turn. So what he is going to do, and right here, he is going to just kind of see everybody around him reach out his hands, and the entire area is suffused in a magical darkness.
Even
Uh,
with
I'm gonna have to double check that to see with your light, because I don't think. Wait, present shining light.
Dawnbreaker's
and
stronger.
darkness. Yeah, it does not say it cuts through magical darkness. So as soon as that happens, you do hear, "It's dark again. Oh no!" As all of y'all are brought in to this immediate blindness. And he is going to 10, 20, move out to there. And Nandor, it will come to you. Moving in the darkness counts as extra movement. So it's like 5 feet is 10 feet instead. As you are kind of like slowly just feeling your way through.
Okay, so if I move here, would I technically be out?
If you move there, yes, but it's 10, 20, 30 feet to move there. Because you're moving through magical darkness like difficult terrain.
Okay, so I'm
that's
gonna.
all right. And as soon as you step out, once again, the light illuminates the area. And they all, for their brief moment of reprieve that they had, recoil. So, what action? Bonus action for you, sir?
Bonus action? Wait, so did that count as an action?
No, it was just all of your movement to get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonus action. First, I'm gonna do this.
All right. Where are you throwing it?
Right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right. And
It's a dexterity.
give me a second. It's a 20-foot radius that you got on it from where you threw it. Yeah, it does look like 20 feet. All right. Yeah, cool. All right. Almost hits Ront. Like
Almost.
right up on his face.
Bruh.
But they get to. And are you just throwing one bead?
Yeah, I'm only throwing one.
Okay, cool. So, first Drow on the left makes it, or does not make it at all. And let me check something with that sunlight sensitivity. Yeah, it doesn't affect their saves. Okay.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be a disadvantage?
I had to double check to make sure, but it does not affect their saving throws. He makes it. And then 2 more. 1 makes it. And
Damn it.
okay. So this far left one fails it. The other 3 make it. And so they get half damage.
Okay. Normal, right?
Correct.
Does his bless factor in?
It would not for the damage, no.
Okay.
All right. So 25 points as you throw out this small red bead that none of you see because you are all enshrouded or on the other side of this magical darkness. But you throw it out above them and they see it kind of arc gleaming off of the daylight from Dawnbringer as it lands, cracks, and then an immediate 40-foot diameter fire explosion engulfs this side of the cave. Ront directly by you, Craigor. You hear this, "Oh, why is it so hot?" as it comes straight up to his face through the magical darkness, which he can't see it. He just feels the intensity right before him. And each of y'all also get that hot wind against you. And each of these people take damage. You see one body get flung out by the fire and land crumpling on the ground, deads.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, and actually, he needs to make a concentration check to see if he
I'm hoping with disadvantage, right?
gets it. It is not with disadvantage.
Even with the sun?
It only affects perception
Okay,
and
okay.
pulse. Yeah. And yeah, makes it. So, then that would be it for you, sir, or bonus action?
What is my
Because it
bonus?
was an action to throw that, make that boomy boom.
Bonus action. Bonus action. Uh, can I do Mantle of Inspiration, or that takes time?
You do, I believe, have to have line of sight to your allies. Yeah, that you can see within 60 feet, and you can't see any of your allies because they're still in the magical darkness there. So,
Okay. Can I send the swarm both to this motherfucker right here?
sure. I will have them roll their own initiative now since they're coming off of your body. So,
Okay.
let me see where they stand. Bam. They now have their initiatives and their instructions, so they will do so. Afterwards, then, it comes to Ront, who's going to kind of take a moment after that big old heat wave in front of him, feel that it's died down, and kind of inch his way forward.
Yeah, I was gonna yell at him, basically as a reactionary to like run like towards the heat. Yeah.
He runs towards it, kind of breaks out out of the darkness as well, runs up in between these two, and is going to go ahead and make an attack.
Let's go, Ron. Yeah.
That is going to hit. So he comes out and he just runs out of the darkness yelling and sees that drow, and as he comes by he just and decapitates it, and then goes and looks to the other one who is still alive over here. Those two are dead. This one is going to use his action to disengage and try to just run. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as he gets. He is not down. He is out. Ramos comes to you. Moving in the yellow squares is double movement, so every square is 10 foot in it.
Oh, okay. I'll try to follow behind Ron for as far. Wait, how many feet do I get?
You run at 30 feet, so 10, 20, 30 would put you here, and then it would be an action to run further.
Okay. I can use action surge, can't I?
Yes, you can.
I'll use that, and then go for an attack on the elite warrior here.
All right. So you run out of the darkness as well, and immediately see him as he's kind of like got smoke trails coming off of his body, looking a bit recoiled. Make your attacks. Your attacks with an axe.
I see.
Not funny.
See, you got sarcasm laugh. He couldn't do it. Well, unfortunately, you come out swinging, and he hears the doof, doof, doof of you coming by, and just kind of dives forward as you slam the axe into where he was standing. Unfortunately, just shy of hitting.
Damn.
All right, but he is all up by you now, so.
I just wanted to hit that so it counts.
For sure. I got you. 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh boy.
30. And then he's going to use an action to just get up on the drow that's over here.
Tackle him.
I can only imagine the Drow's like, oh fuck! Ah! Ah!
Because it's
What is this?
running right now, just goof, 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 goof. The swarm next to you. Whoops. Is going to run up and try and get its little bit of attack on you. So that's gonna hit. And for 1 point though.
That's
As a few of them just kind of run up and catch some ankle.
Yeah, take that ankle. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, same here.
No.
Who is
Take
here?
that. No.
He's just going to turn and try and attack at Darendil, seeing that he probably will not be able to escape with him right on the tail, which is going to hit. So he's going to spin around, just like, no, get back! And deal a little bit of damage to him. Not much, though. Eldith is still chilling with Flame on, kind of slowly moving your mount closer, but hearing still explosions and shenanigans, she's staying back a little. Kregor comes to you in the darkness.
So with me in the darkness, anybody on the outside, are they able to see in, or they can't see us at all, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Cannot see you.
All right, I'm gonna move over here, which should be about 20 feet, right? And 20.
Yes, sir.
And actually, I'm gonna come over here as well. So 10, 20, 30, right?
Mhm.
Yes. And have y'all been adding your D4 to your attack rolls from Arcados? For those that have gone.
That's not fair,
No,
man.
which would
I
actually
told
mean
you to
Ramos
get
would have hit.
D4s with attack rolls and saves.
So, as soon as I step out of this, though, Dawn's light is still on, correct?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I imagine him doing, by the way. Like, to kind of avoid the light, like, he kind of, like, pokes his head out a little bit out of the darkness so he could see. And then he'll, like, duck back down, and then it's like, okay, I'm ready. Like,
Oh, by the way, did it count as an action for me to modify my helmet like we were talking about? Kind of?
It would count as an action, yeah.
Either that or do the dagger and put the venom on it while you're behind us.
Okay, so would I be able to use both of those actions for one to fill the dagger and then one to maybe modify my helmet?
I'll say if you give up your bonus action to modify, because you have to take the helmet off, grab the cloth,
I'm
put
fine
it
with
on,
that.
put it in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So you
I'm
just
gonna-
kind of stay in the darkness and kind of feel it out and whatnot. All right, I'll allow it.
Okay.
That's done,
So right now I'm filling the dagger with venom, correct?
Yeah, you go to the dagger and you just kind of slide out this small little incision that is at the base along the hilt guard and hold it upside down, and it begins to fill across the blade. And as you do so, you start to take off the helmet to do that as well.
Okay,
So,
I'm good with that.
all right. Then you work in the dark like a good rogue should. As next comes to your other swarm of rats, Mr. Nandor. So they're going to come forward and do what swarms do best and get their attack. So they're technically like on him right now as they're biting at his ankles. So
Was that
they
bleeding?
come up, get some noms, and actually get a hit as well. Your rats are definitely getting it today.
They feel the
Uh,
rage.
Right. That empathetic connection.
So, what
As
if
they
the
swarm
rats
it-
take the final blow? Like,
Almost. But instead, it just kind of shreds up his calves and his ankles a little bit. Not quite freaking. Oh, what was that game where rats would Dishonored? Not quite Dishonored level.
Great game.
Yes, I love that game. And then Arcados comes to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay in the light areas as best as I can. So I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
5. That should be 30.
All right.
And then I'm going to. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the Drow up here. That's on Darendel.
All right. That is a save. Just makes.
Damn.
Damn.
And then I will have my hammer move up and attack. Now, does it suffer from the darkness?
It does not, no.
Okay.
So you can still move it its full 30 feet. Where would you like to move it to? 'Cause it was right here.
Let's move it up to here.
All right, easily enough. And go ahead and make that attack roll.
Okay, before he does that, I'm gonna tell him, like, since I see the sword moving, right,
Mhm.
or hammer, I'm gonna yell, "Don't kill him. We could use him for information." Like I yell it.
Okay. You know, you definitely hear that, Arcados, as you're.
That face.
Okay. Well, it raises the
Choose a
question.
non-lethal blow. Don't worry.
Yeah, with melee attacks, but I don't know if you can with spells.
I allow it still.
Okay.
You know, it's just a matter of choosing. You know, instead of hitting him in the face, you break his knee. That kind of deal. But yeah,
Really wish I didn't fill this dagger with venom.
it
Hey,
makes
it'll
for
be better.
a great intimidation factor.
He can't see me.
When he comes to.
He'll be really scared as soon as he
Oh,
knows what you're doing.
Yeah. I'll take that, Aaron.
The spiritual weapon will miss, so.
All right. So it comes down and he kind of ducks to the side as it crashes into the ground next to him. And he is going to turn and make an attack at you, Ramos. Kind of just accepting that this is his last stand at this point. So 2 quick attacks come out at you at disadvantage for a 9 and a 14. So it comes up, and without even needing the shield to come forward, you just kind of lean back and avoid the 2 strikes as he's just wildly flailing at this point. Nandor, it's to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna move over here,
All right.
and then I'm going to. Okay. Shit. Okay.
I only moved my guy to get a better camera angle, so you know.
It's usually what I figure it is whenever they move at random times, and I'm like, what are you? Never mind, it's fine. As long as you move back.
Okay, so
outta
if
here.
I do Thunder Wave, can I do it like as a yell? Kind of like to intimidate him?
Yeah, it'll still do, you know, its
Damn.
usual stuff, but yeah. Unless you're not like aiming at him, but yeah. Because your cube has to originate from you. So where are you placing your 15-foot cube?
Right here.
All right. So, you, what do you say? What do you do?
Like, it's a yell. It's like, give up!
All right. And
That was actually kind of scary.
he fails too. So roll me damage as he is launched backwards 10 feet into the darkness. And he fails his save to maintain the darkness, so that drops. And you did 13 points.
Okay. Okay, so I move what, like 15 feet essentially? Okay. So I'm gonna. Is he like? He's prone, right?
He's currently prone, yes.
Okay,
Kind of dazed as he's laying there.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to him, right? And basically, as I walk like towards him, my rats like come back onto me, if that's possible.
I'll allow it.
I take out Dawn Braid.
Turn, so.
I take out Dawn, point the sword at him with my foot on his chest, like telling him to give up and like any information for was it Topsy, right? Or was it Turvy?
Topsy and Turvy are the twins.
Yeah,
You don't
No,
know.
I know.
We're not sure which
You
one
don't
yet.
know which one is alive.
Well, he said Mel, so right?
Whenever they were yelling, I don't believe I had them confirm a gender.
Okay.
Just say which one. Yeah, you know.
Give me information on the twins, or die here.
Are you saying all this in common?
Fuck yeah, I guess.
Still roll me an intimidation with advantage.
Oh, I got my great axe ready to go right behind him.
Oh, for sure. All right.
Yeah.
You can tell that while he doesn't understand your exact words, he definitely is getting a bit of the intent behind them, of at least the surrender, give up part. So, and he kind of slowly puts his hands up and everything, and as he's laying there, letting his shield and sword kind of fall aside. And as that finishes, Ront kind of looks, sees that you all are set here, and goes, runs up here 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 to the other side. So he can finish off this one as well.
Oh yeah.
As he just runs around as that Drow is trying to push back Prince Darendil, and he just runs around, grabs him by the shoulder, and runs him through and puts him into the wall. And he looks back, sees that the one Drow who ran at the beginning of the fight is nowhere to be seen. So then he calls back to y'all, "We are all clear!" As we will exit combat, as this Drow is surrendering. So
Don't fuck with Nandor, dude.
What about the one who ran? Did he run away?
He
he
ran.
ran, and Ront, where he is, has no line of sight on him or anything. So just for the moment, y'all are out of combat. So
Well, let me just
I
put the
yell at
dagger away.
Kragor, like, even though he's right there, I'm gonna yell at Kragor. It's like, tell him information now, or death.
Listen here, buddy. You see this dagger that I've been filling it with venom for a while now? You don't tell me where it's at. It's going right into your jugular. So tell us where the twins are.
And as he approaches and looks down on him and everything, Nandor, or Areli, less Nandor because Nandor's so focused right now, but Ramus, you can see that Kragor is not as flinching with the light of Dawnbringer, and you can see where there was once his eyes that is now covered by this faded, old-looking cloth with these little pinpoint holes in him, so now you can't even see the eyes through the mask or anything either. And as you kind of look down on him and he kind of looks up at you, he goes, um, look, we are just here to look for one of the twin prisoners.
Tell me what you know about them.
We were chasing them through the tunnel for the last week or so, less than a week, few days, 4 maybe. They escaped, although in the process, Elvira managed to capture and kill one of them. The man, the boy. So we are here searching for the other. She attacked and bit one of our fellows. And we've been searching for her ever since in these damned caves. And then he kind of looks over at Arcados and, or rather, did you run off up there, sir?
Yeah, I was gonna head up that way so that I can take a look at where the other one went.
Okay. So then, never mind. It doesn't say that since you are up there. If you want, roll me a survival while you're up there looking for tracks and trying to gauge that. But
Does he get advantage with Ron?
Do you ask Ron for help up there?
Yeah, I am gonna ask Ron. Can you help me look for the other one?
He gives a nod and kind of takes the right side of the tunnel while you stay on the left. So,
Have you found
There
any
it goes.
clues about where they may have headed?
Also, Kragor, I will tell you right now, be careful what you tell Nandor. Like, out of character, I am telling you, be careful what you tell him. Because
He's gonna kill
meta
somebody.
knowledge, man. Meta knowledge. Don't make me drop that meta bomb on you. I'll roll some shit real quick right here.
GM test, GM test, GM test, GM test.
So I'm still asking the elite though. Do
Okay.
you have any clues about where they may have headed, or where he may have headed?
He kind of gives this half shrug, still, keeping an very blinded eye on the bright ass blade in his face. And he goes, last we saw him was about a day ago. We know he's probably heading for that damned Spheresfin Noben Deep Gnome place. Bling and stone, something like that.
Do you know the direction?
It is east of the Dark Lake. And that is all we know. We know he was along this path. It is an unnatural thing like his sister.
Ask him if he knows anything about the guard that was gonna help us.
Do you know anything about the guard that was going to help us?
that's not how you say that shit. God damn it.
He looks at you kind of curiously. What god? Who is going to help you?
Tell him his name.
Oh wait, I forgot his name.
He was. Let me look through my notes real quick.
Going back to episode 1.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Jorlin.
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 His name, I think, was Jorlin.
The scarred one. Well, shortly after your riot, he was dealt with as well.
What did you do to him?
Oh, I did nothing. Shore got that pleasure. Elvira's newest mate.
Where is Elvira?
You can't understand what he's saying.
No, ask.
Well,
Where that bitch is.
I'm going to tell you guys right now that Jorlin apparently was dealt with. I don't know how, but he's gone, as far as I can tell. Tell me, where is Elvira?
The mistress is with the main encampment.
Where's the main encampment?
Okay.
He doesn't say anything.
I
Okay.
shove the dagger farther into his face. Where is the encampment?
Actually,
Our-
fucking.
What, Nandor?
I was gonna ask her, where are the twins? What happened to both of them?
I thought we already got past that.
Yeah.
one.
Derby.
He
Well,
did. he
Nandor
didn't
doesn't
information.
know. Kragor is the only person who's been
Oh.
told any of this.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
and well, Arcados is out looking right now, so he can't hear it.
Well,
so yeah.
the Nandor, the boy is the one we're chasing, and
What about the girl?
the girl is they can't account for her.
What do you mean they can't account for her?
They lost track of her. I don't know what to tell you.
Roll me
Did
a
they kill her or did they lose track of her?
Roll what, Matt?
roll a deception, Kragor.
You're a horrible liar.
He is not making eye contact with you whenever he tells you. You know, he is. You can tell that he's still hiding something.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically cast my rats off of me and basically like start climbing up to him toward his mouth.
All right. And he, he's
Wait.
gonna.
Wait,
No,
Nandor, what are you doing? Nandor, what are you doing?
Stop! And are you going to do what I think you're gonna do?
Not yet.
Okay. As they all
I have
start
my
kind of
great axe
crowding
and I-
around him and his
I have my
face.
great axe and I tell him, don't move. Don't move. Take the
kinda-
rats.
Keeps his hands back as you kind of bring that great axe closer and everything, as the rats are kind of clawing at his neck and around his ears.
Listen, my friend here is very angry, okay? So if you don't tell us where the encampment is right now, you're gonna have a problem.
Hey, if I tell you, you let me go.
I might. I don't know if Nandor will.
Make the deal for me. I won't go back to Avara. I will return to the capital and let her wage her war against you. But let me go.
Nandor, he says he'll tell us where the encampment is if you let him go after this.
I say I will, but Matt, you know that ain't gonna happen.
So roll me a deception.
This music, by the way, Matt, fucking awesome, dude.
Excellent. I'm glad. All right. He kind of looks between y'all, looks down at all the rats and the axe and everything, looks over at the dead body that's way over here, looks back up at you, Nandor, and you can tell he knows you're lying. But you kind of just see him give this deep sigh. And he looks over at you, Kragor, as he kind of leans his head back. Make it quick, not by these rats. She is waiting for you outside of the city of Sloopadoop at Kuatoa encampment on the Dark Lake. She knows if you intend to cross, it is your only way.
How many guards should I expect when we get there?
She has about a dozen with her, along with her priestess and Shore. That
Alright.
and a few of your reanimated fellows.
Well,
Reanimated. Oh. Wow.
Nandor,
Mm.
take it away.
and it happens.
And I walk away.
You know what's gonna fucking happen.
Oh, I sit there and watch with my great axe ready at his just as I watch it.
And as they start, he definitely tries to crawl away a little at least, but the rats are just swarm around his body,
And I
nibbling,
look
chewing.
away because it's like I don't want to do it, but like
I look.
the fact that he killed a child, the fact that, well, not him, but you know, in allegiance with her, they killed a child, they killed all those people. It can't go unpunished, especially since it's not just it's not a job for him. He does it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
why I watch.
with that, you can hear him suffering righteously behind you, semi-righteously, as they carve through him bit by bit, and you let them stay and continue their work as you see him stop moving after a few, maybe 5 feet of him trying to crawl, and then it kind of becomes convulsing, and then it stops slowly.
And
And
then I just
Ramos, you watch, and a moment later, you see them all kind of scatter back to around Nandor as he's walking up ahead. And it is a job done completely. With just, you could barely tell it was a drow.
Nandor, look, I know that you're feeling a lot of anger right now. I feel it too, but we got to keep a level head here as we move forward, and I'm with you all the way.
I have seen many battles, my friend. I have lost countless friends as well.
I don't say
If
anything.
you want to ride into battle,
I don't say anything. I just stoic face and keep walking.
And
as soon as he walks, as he's walking away, I tell him, "If you want this, I will follow."
as y'all begin to make your way forward, up ahead, Ront and Arcados, you have found the tracks of this drow that has run ahead, and you can start to see that along the tunnel, this wide, unnaturally carved tunnel, there are the occasional sideway passages that go by. So you pass up a few of those before you see them turn into one passage, and I imagine, are you going stealthy, non-stealthily, as you follow these?
We're going
No,
straight balls to the wall.
I'm
here.
not being stealthy. No.
Okay. And just so I know, are you following them at a fast pace or normal pace, just trying to keep track of them?
Normal pace, just trying to keep track.
Okay. You see them where they go then into one side passage, and I would like you to roll me a perception. As it was about a 3, 4, 5 minute walk somewhere in there, following these before it turned into this little side cavern.
Is the check at advantage because of Runt?
I'll say so, yeah. Instead of him making a roll, he'll be assisting with yours.
Yeah.
So you look up ahead, and you can see at the very edge of your dark vision, about 100 feet into this side passage, it begins to curve a little bit, but there are these little bits of outcroppings coming from the wall, and you can see sitting down, kind of leaning up against the wall for a moment, is that drow, just kind of breathing heavily, and just kind of looking up ahead. And as you notice him, he kind of leans forward, looks over, and then kind of notices you as well. And there's that brief moment where you both kind of lock eyes, before he starts to get up and try to start running again through the tunnel.
Do I eventually catch up to him?
I'll hit him with Sacred Flame.
Okay. Okay. And so He's still about a few minutes ahead of y'all, just because y'all stayed behind to interrogate and everything like that. So, and that is a
so-
failure. Go ahead and roll me damage. All right. So you catch him across the arm as he tries to get through, and you see it flare up briefly. But he then breaks your line of sight as he cuts through, into that winding tunnel. Um, do you run to
I'm-
pursue, or
I'm gonna move to pursue. Yes.
all right? As you start to run forward, Ront looks kind of back at the group for a moment. As we can handle it. Let's go, and runs with you as well. So I would like you and Ront to make me either an athletics or acrobatics roll as you are pursuing this drow.
So one roll with advantage. Oh, just one
It's
roll.
one roll each because both of y'all are individually pursuing. So, and so not much changes. You kind of run forward, chasing after this drow, and it cuts around the corner, and it tries to use as much loose rock or anything it can to toss behind it. But as he's trying to reach for things to put distance in between you, he ends up making it to where he doesn't really gain distance, where so y'all stay at an even pace. You get once more to where you're within about an 80-foot line of sight with him, as y'all are running through these tunnels. Oh, he'll pop in just a moment.
Yep.
There you
There we go.
Man, I don't know what's up with Discord tonight.
Right, it's something.
Don't say that.
We like to keep it interesting in this channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
You already know.
But you do once again get line of sight with him. If you'd like to, do or cast anything.
Okay. I'm going to.
He is going to get within throwing range of his dagger, but it's going to be at disadvantage because it's not within 20 feet. But that is going to be his goal.
Yeah, I'll wait to see if he's successful before I choose what spell I'm going to use.
Okay. 12 is under. So he runs and he just roar, tries to chunk his dagger as best as he can, but it goes a little high and hits the roof before coming back down.
So I'm going to hit him with command.
All right. He's at 80 feet right now, so you're not quite
is
within range of the command yet. Yeah,
In that case,
because his was just a little above y'all's, so he's still not quite within that close range. But
take
he's
that spell
lost a
back.
little bit. Yeah, yeah.
And I can't use Sacred Flame then, so I'll hit him with that. And I'm going to make my voice boom out 3 times louder and just yell at him to halt
All right.
in Undercommon.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation. And as your voice booms out, those of you who are, stoically and kind of calmly walking ahead looking for signs of Arcados and Ront, you hear from one of the side tunnels just this loud phrase, this one clipping phrase in Undercommon, which you, Kragor, understand. But you can now gather which tunnel that he came from as you hear him yell this out. And you, Arcados, see him just instinctually, like at the sound of such a commanding voice, out of just habit from military training, he just kind of stops for a second, looks back as he sees y'all coming up closer, then he's just kind of like and then reaches down into his pocket, and just as y'all get close enough, you see him drinking this vial of green liquid. A moment later, as y'all arrive to him, he looks kind of over at y'all, grins with it all in his teeth and dribbling down as he starts to seize up against the drow,
Someone save him.
against the vial of drow poison that he drank.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, that happened.
Save him, and then we can bring him back and kill him like with more fun.
Did you
Well,
say that-
technically,
did
I
you say
don't know
as
that you
Ramos?
killed the other one with fun. But
Yeah. We each grab a limb and we pull. Okay.
The old horse trick.
I will.
I'm going medieval on these assholes.
I will grab
All of them.
him by the collar, and I will use lesser restoration by once per day to
All right.
neutralize the poison.
As he's kind of grinning up at you, seizing you, there's this sudden surge of that golden light from your hands, and you can see it circulating into all of his veins, and all that green that is lit up just kind of evaporates and comes out through his pores in this faintly acritic smell. And he then confusedly kind of stops and then looks around and he's like, no, god damn it. And then looks up at
I
Buffy
lean
and
in,
Rod,
I lean down to him, and I go, "That won't work."
and he just kind of leans his head back, releases a small slew of drow curses, and then slowly puts his hands up.
And
Go
I
ahead.
say, "We'll go ahead and escort him. Basically, disarm him and then escort him back towards the others."
All right. So you grab off his short sword, hand crossbow, and his bolts as Ront, searches him and finds a set of manacles that are on him that he, in righteous fashion, places them across his wrists and really tightly across his back, and holds him as he begins to walk forward. And y'all, I imagine, pursuing in this area, kind of meet halfway as they're coming out back to where y'all were. And you
As
see them with the drow in between.
so as like when they're doing that, I'm
Mhm.
talking to Don, and it's like, I'm sorry that had to happen.
She, you don't hear anything, but you feel this just wave of sympathy. And you hear once more, the evil in this world cannot be saved. We must rid it with righteous fire to at least make sure the rest are safe.
Thank you. I'm glad you're with me.
I will always be here with you.
Cool. Cool.
I go up to Nandor and I tap him on the shoulder and I said, I'm gonna give you a present. It's called a Blood Eagle. And I look right at the drow.
Nope, I don't even.
Did you get information from the other?
Not currently, no, or not yet.
Okay, wait. He's talking about the one.
One you tortured or threatened.
Oh yes.
He wasn't there for that. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's taken care of. We've gotten the information we need to. However,
Did you write it?
What?
Did you write it down? The town, the lake.
Sloop and Dupe, and I know it's east of the lake.
The town of Sloopadoop to the east at the edge of the Dark Lake.
Yes, that's the one.
Christ, dude.
It's all right. Eventually, notes will be taken, right?
We all have it in memory now.
Sloopadoop, to be fair, will be hard to forget.
As soon as I heard that was just immediately ingrained in my mind. However, I do think that Ramus, we could use this drow to our advantage, walking him into town or into the encampment. At least, we should hold on to him for a little bit. I think.
He's low on the totem pole. They'll mean nothing. They'll shoot at him just to get to us.
Well, he may be able to get us there quicker than we could before.
I'm keeping my distance.
I'm saying just for temporary. I'll let you kill him when the time comes.
I'm keeping my distance. I'm
When I
Nandor.
am done. When I am done, his rib cage will be coming from his back.
And nobody wants
Just
me to see
like
his ribcage come back
the
from
others.
come from his back more than me, okay?
Just like the others that will pay. They will all pay dearly. But keep your pet for now.
Quick question, if I could ask Troy, what's your alignment?
Oh, I'm with you guys, but I hate these
No.
motherfuckers.
That's not what I'm asking. You're
He's talking about neutral, good, evil, chaotic.
That's yet to be seen now, isn't it?
I mean, the witch. You're
He started chaotic good. Where he will end is another story.
Been through a lot here,
There are two
Vandor.
types. There's two Ramuses. There's the royalty family that I've come from and the war veteran that I am. I am now switching to my war side. And in war, there must be blood. There will be blood. And it will be their blood.
So I will look at the drow and ask him, do you know of the Dark Lake?
I do.
Do you know how to get there from here?
I do.
So I'll look to the rest of you and say, that is my destination in this place. I don't know where you're headed, but if it is the same direction, we can continue to travel together. However, this one, if he leads us there, will be spared.
I don't say anything.
I look away. Mad.
Like I'm not saying anything because it's like I'm still in that like
You're the first time war.
Yeah.
Losing people.
Refeeling all. Yeah, I feels. So.
I just say
I'm battle hardened. I know the feelings. I've been there. I've gotten over them. I'm here.
I just look at Arcados and say, fair enough.
So I'll tell the drow, I have arranged with this group that if you lead us to the Dark Lake, you will
I
be
made
allowed
no
to
such
live.
promise.
He
I
doesn't.
hope you know. I made no such promise.
talking. He's talking under common.
Yeah. If he talks to the drow, you can't understand it technically. But
I'm talking to him.
out
I'm
of
talking to
character.
Arcados.
Yeah.
I
So
make no deals.
he kind of looks to you, Arcados, and nods a bit in resignation, and goes, "Very well. I will hold you to that, as I hope to make it out of here. A Dark Lake can provide me an opportunity if I can get past the mistress. Then I can also get by. Very well. Do I have to travel like this?" And he kind of, shakes the manacles a little bit.
Until I feel you can be trusted better, yes.
I'm gonna walk up to Arcados. Tear like if I have like some type of cloth, I'm gonna give it to him to gag him.
All right. Do you use it now, or you just kind of hold on to it for the moment?
I'll just hold on to it for the moment.
Okay. The Drow kind of watches and the exchange, looks at it for a moment, looks to you, gives a thankful nod for now, and then he makes a motion kind of towards the way he was running, and he goes, "The way I know will lead a little more directly towards Ilvara and the rest. I'm sure there are a few more tunnels once we get closer that will provide a less direct route to her camp, though I do not know them all for the moment. But I will do my best."
See to it that you do. And I turn him around and start walking that way.
And as he begins to lead y'all in the direction of the Dark Lake, towards Ilvara, past this recent experience that turned in a way that we did not quite expect it to go. That is where we're going to leave off, with y'all heading towards the unknown. One of your destinations in mind, with a new vengeance in mind for the rest. So with that, I will leave it over to Connor.
Wow, that was an intense ending to this journey here. Probably the most emotional episode we've had, I would say, since we started this. So that was pretty great. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode of Heathens and Heroes. We really do appreciate you guys being here. It's been a great time since we started this channel. In the last episode, we've seen some growth. We are getting to where we want to be. I think we're sitting at 24 followers. We're looking for 50. So if you guys can tell your friends about us, it'd be fantastic. Help us get to affiliate whenever you get the chance. First of all, I just want to go around everybody, make sure everybody has a chance to kind of say what's going on, get a message out, and we'll end it from there. So, Nandor, do you have anything you want to say? Esteban.
This was fucking. Oh my god. Like, me playing as Nandor, and I've never like actually projected like played as someone, and oh my god, this was heavy on me.
Dude,
Like,
the game becomes so much better when you can immerse, and man, you did well.
God,
Agreed.
like, all I gotta say is, like, basically housekeeping is follow us on Twitter, spread the word, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, anything, just to keep up with us, honestly. Yeah, if we could get the channel to affiliate, like, any money that we make from this channel would go towards this. Like, improving it in some way. Also, Matt, I want to talk to you about, like, Patreon. Like, if we do make one, let's say if you guys were to possibly pledge some money, like a certain amount, you guys could probably make like an NPC that we could eventually run into, and they'll appear or something, or email us some type of item that we could possibly get in the game. Like, we doesn't mean that we're actually going to get it, but but yeah.
I know where this is going. I'll do what I got to do for this.
No.
Make sure you got your
The,
nipple
the
covered.
Patreon, the
Covered.
Patreon, not an OnlyFans. The Patreon.
Same thing.
No,
Maybe
we'll
for
send
the
out
top
prints
tier.
of him.
Esteban, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Matt, do you have anything you want to say?
So to couple off the Patreon thing, I have updated my own Patreon, which is Hobbs and Maps, and it includes any of these dungeon maps that you have seen here that we've used, plus future ones that I am going to make for my own homebrew or anything else that I create. I'll also be putting archetypes and other homebrew creations through there for $5 a month. And it gives you access to all the content that I create. And then for $1 a month, it just is appreciation to add more income and flow for this channel and everything we can do on the side. Aside from that, it's usual streams on my side, more upgrades as we slowly go and build out. So much love and appreciation, and I'm sorry this got so heavy for y'all. I did not expect that by the start of this episode.
You never do.
That just shows how well you're doing, Matt. So thank you for your hard work. Appreciate it. Ramos, do you have anything you want to say? Troy?
As always, thank you to every one of you guys that join us for these adventures. Without you guys, again, we are nothing. So thank you to all of you. Again, tell your friends, tell your brothers, sisters, moms, dads, coworkers, whoever's into it. If they're not, just tell them anyway and tell them to hop on with us, because we want to take you guys and we want to immerse you as we are immersed in this story, and we want to bring you guys along for it. So thank you again. Thank you. A lot of emotion for Esteban here today, which was good. I'm just super excited because now we're in my element of revenge and just about to go fuck up somebody. So this is what I've been wanting and waiting for since the day one, but I didn't have any weapons and apparel to do so. Now that I got some stuff, it's time to go raise some hell. So, like I said, someone's gonna get the Blood Eagle, and I'm coming for Elvira. She's gonna get that. Oh, she is definitely gonna get that in front of everybody. So, keep on the lookout. With your guys' support, we'll keep doing this, and I want to do that. So we need you. Keep coming back. Love y'all. Thank you.
I can concur with that. Erengard, do you have anything you want to say?
Once again, thank you guys so much for having me along for this, my second episode with you guys. It was heavier, but it was fun, as always.
Great, it's been great.
You got thrown into the fire.
If you guys haven't done so, obviously check out each and every one of these guys. Hobbs and Mods, Reaper's Past, and Cracker T23 all stream on Twitch. So check out their channels. Follow Heathens and Heroes on Twitter and here on Twitch. Like they said, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that you can, because 100% these guys deserve the support and the encouragement to keep going with this. And yeah, thank you guys again, and I'm totally looking forward for the next week.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
I can tell you, Aaron, we've loved having you here, so thank you so much, and it's been awesome. Can't wait for next week's episode. So sounds like next week's episode is going to be really good. So please tell your friends, let them know, hey, we've been watching this great D&D show. You guys got to check it out. It's amazing. Tell them that exactly, verbatim. I also want to give a shout out to FNH Paul for the wonderful promo he did on his channel day for us. Thank you to Erengard as well for pushing that up, and really, that was fantastic, FNH Paul, so thank you. If you're out there, I appreciate it. Other than that, for me, I don't have too much going on. Just kind of chilling out and doing some Heathens and Heroes stuff right now, so just look out for next week's episode. I am really excited to see what's going to happen on our journey, so it's been great. Matt, thank you so much for everything. Troy, Esteban, Erengard, you guys are awesome. I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else, so appreciate it. Yeah, that's going to do it for Heathens and Heroes, episode 7. And until then, stay strong, journey on. We'll see you on the next adventure. See you guys.